Yeah.
Don't need to worry about the other two.
No. Yeah. Well, I think one of them's a wide. One of them's wide. That's it. Cool. Yeah. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to United View. Hope everyone is doing very well. It is boom, 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 boom. Derby day. Yes, we are in enemy territory. It's the Manchester Derby. We're at the Etihad. It's Manchester City versus Manchester United. It's a big test for Erik ten Hag today. Got goosebumps. A little bit nervous. Joined by my two partners in crime today. Start with you first, DJ. Welcome back to UVHQ. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing good. It's the big one. It's the one that we look for at the start of the season, as well as the Liverpool games. Today, I'm feeling good, Owen. Feeling good. Feeling optimistic.
And Louis, back, UVHQ. Football's back, Louis' back. How you doing?
Here. Do you know what? I've had a good morning, innit? So I don't want my day to be disrupted. So United, do me a favour.
Let's get straight into the team news straight away because there is some big news, guys. Because after a week of thinking that we might go into this game going, we've only got Ronaldo as our recognised striker, all three strikers are fit and available. So let's get into the team news here. In goal, you've got David De Gea, Diogo Dalot, Lisandro Martinez, Rafael Varane and Terrell Malacia as your back four. That back four that has been doing bits in the Premier League. In front of them, Christian Eriksen, no surprise there. Scott McTominay keeps his place.
He does.
Casemiro is still on the bench.
He does.
We'll talk about that in a second. The three in front of them is Anthony, no surprise. Bruno Fernandes captaining the side. You've got Jadon Sancho. And up front, Marcus Rashford is available. He is playing. Came off against Arsenal, 3 weeks ago that was? How long ago?
Ages ago, yeah.
With a slight hamstring twinge. So he starts the game up front. Our bench, we've got Heaton, Lindelof, Shaw, Casemiro on the bench. Fred, Facundo Palestri, what a cameo that is.
Wow.
On the bench,
out of the
by the
ether.
way. Out of nowhere. Anthony Elanga, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Anthony Martial is on the bench as well. DJ, I'll start with you. What do you think about that starting lineup? Any surprises there?
I think the surprise for me was Rashford. I fully expected him not to actually start the game. I thought we would have to, maybe dabble with false nine, maybe Bruno up top. But it's a welcome addition, and if we're going to get anything out of this game, we're going to have Rashford at his best. I'm just thinking, how fit is he? I think that's the question. I think, how fit is Marcus Rashford going to be for this game? If we can get, I think we were talking about it just before we went live, like if we can get at least 45 minutes out of him, then that's a win. We can get 45 good hard minutes out of Marcus Rashford in a game where we're going to have to stretch City, we're going to have to threaten him behind, then that's a win for United. But that starting 11 is the starting 11 that I think most of us wanted.
Yeah, because talking about Rashford there as well, we touched on this before, didn't we? That if you've got everyone available, if you've got, which we do now, Martial, Rashford, and Ronaldo. Let's say Martial's not starting because he's been out for a long time.
Just come back in.
But if everyone is available, what does that starting front three actually look like to you?
For me, and I think we kind of spoke a little bit about it. For me, on current form now, Rashford has to start on the left. Out of our front three options, he's the one that's going to stretch the teams most. Elanga can offer you that, but he doesn't have the same quality as Rashford. So Rashford for me is a starter. And I think up top, if fit, firing, if you can keep him fit, Martial, he's going to be a striker. And then it's just a question about the right. We brought Anthony to play specifically on the right. Anthony's never going to play on the left.
No.
Never. He's going to always play on the right. So I think that is your starting front three that most United fans will see. People will argue over Sancho here or there, but in terms of balance, that front three works the best, I think.
Louis, we have done a couple of match reviews this season, and me and you have been, I would say, critical of Marcus Rashford. We've gone through some of the games going, touch, like hold up, play, can you do a bit better? One player of the month, and look how much has changed really, just over 6 weeks, that we're glad he started up front. How well does that?
Do you know what it is? Obviously watching our team from young, early days, when Rashford first burst on the scene, we know he's got the ability, he's got that rawness, the pace, which is his biggest attribute. But I feel like over the last couple of years, that confidence and all that was lost, and that was due to the switch of managers. Apparently he was playing through a serious injury, soldier injury.
Couple, shoulders, ankles, arms, you
But,
name it.
I mean, Rashford on form, the Rashford we do know, the PSG days and the Arsenal days, and every time we play Arsenal, he's a problem. So if we've got that Rashford today, then we're laughing.
Louis, what do you think Rashford's done? What do you think, Eric Ten Hag's done, especially for Rashford's game, that is, as we're seeing those little bits of improvements now? What do you think he's done?
I think one key thing that we will never actually see as fans, but this is behind the scenes, probably put his hand around him and gave him encouraging words, told him that you're good enough, this is how I want you to play, I believe in you, Because I believe Solskjaer done the same thing, and there was a season or a period when Rashford and Martial for United were naughty. Do you know what I mean? And that makes sense, Solskjaer being a striker, boom, boom, boom. But then, as I said, he's hit this period where it was a bit horrible. But I think he's back, and we want to see him do it in a big game today.
Speaking of problems, we're just seeing him on the screen right there, Erling
The
Haaland.
biggest problem that they have.
I mean, it was really interesting, DJ, because in the press conference, when Eric Ten Hag was asked, how do you stop Erling Haaland? He said, we're not playing Erling Haaland, we're playing Manchester City.
Yeah.
And I think it's a real key point to put out there that obviously you've got to do your best to try and deal with him, manage him. But if you focus on him too much, you then neglect De Bruyne, Silva,
Grealish,
Grealish, Mahrez, whoever they're playing, Foden, we'll get the team for them in a second. So how obviously aware do they have to be of Haaland, but also how aware do they have to be of everyone else as well? Yeah,
I think it's sort of like a dual threat at the end of the day. Haaland, he's their boogeyman, he's their monster. And it's a little bit weird because I think United over the years, when Ronaldo was coming up, we had those type of players that every other team was scared of. So, things have shifted at the moment where we're looking at City and we're worrying about one phenomenal player. He is a phenomenal player, but at the end of the day, I think Ten Hag hit the nail on the head. We are playing Man City. We have to worry about all of their players because they have quality all over the pitch. If you get into the whole stop Haaland, Grealish may pop up and have a great game today. Foden, Bernardo Silva, they've got so many players. De Bruyne, who I think is their most important player for me. I think we just need to play we need to play this game in phases. 15 minutes by 15 minutes by 15 minutes. Just play it in phases. This is a game where the players are going to have to be switched on mentally because we're not going to have the ball, not a lot of the time anyway, and we're going to just have to pick our moments. So have to play the whole team, not just Haaland.
Is it set up for us though today, Louis? Because this is myself. We were chatting before we went live that I'm in a bit of a weird position here because I'm not saying I'm confident. Because I'd never go to game confident. But in comparison to the Liverpool game and the Arsenal game, we're going into it, I was like, I'll tell you what. I mean, I did the Liverpool game with you, DJ, and I was, no chance. No chance.
I was saying we was going to get slaughtered.
Yeah, and we did the Arsenal game, and before I was like, it's a big test, they're playing well. But going into this game today, it's a little bit like, I get it's away from home, I get it's City, but how do you beat City? Counter-attack football. What are we playing at the moment? Counter-attacking football. Is it set up for us today to actually do what people think we might not be able to do?
Do you know what? I think, strangely, Man United have probably got more confidence being at the Etihad than being at home coming into this game. I think we've had some good results away.
Yeah.
I think last season it might have been 2-1. I know we got a 1-0 before. Remember that 3-2? Famous victory.
Yeah.
So Man U do quite well away to City. I just think as well, in terms of the players' abilities, the individual players, we've got the squad. It's whether the manager can get the best out of them, and he has done the last 4 games. So anything can happen.
But is it set up for us to win today?
You know me, you guys know me by now. I'm Mr. Optimistic. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you think?
Hell yeah.
I forgot about that because there were a few games where we were like, even against Arsenal, I was going, Louis, you shut up right now. Because he was going, we're going to win. I was like, no.
I'm going to say something now, yeah? This is where you tell me to shut up, but I'm still going to say it because the record proves every time I've been here, we have won.
He's done that.
Every time I've been here, we have won. So I have no worries.
I appreciate, to be fair, I appreciate that kind of positive energy because that was not the kind of energy that we had last season at all.
Not at all.
It's only until this season we've actually been here and won. Yeah. So I'll take that kind of energy. When it comes to City, their lineup quickly. Ederson in goal, Walker, Akanji, Ake, Cancelo. Gundogan captains the side. It's Kevin De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva. There's no Rodri. He's out with an injury, which I think is a bonus for us. And their front three is Foden, Haaland and Grealish. Quite surprising that Grealish starts there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, look, that team is proper, isn't it?
Yeah.
It
Proper
really is.
team.
Be sure to smash a like on the like button, guys. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Remember to vote for us in the Football Content Awards. Voting actually shuts in 7 days' time. We've only got 7 days to get your votes in for us. We're in 3 categories, so vote for us in any category you want. Vote 1,000,000 times over. I don't know if there's a rule for that. Spam it. You know, keep going there. Do it over and over again. Keep one of those things. I remember, you ever seen the Simpsons episode where he works from home and he gets this like little woodpecker just keep going like this
on the button.
Yeah, on the button like that.
The button, yeah.
Do that over and over again. I'm sure there might be rules, but be sure to vote for us there. Links are in the description. It's also the pinned comment in the live chat as well. You can also join the UV Members Club by clicking the link in the video description. You get your badges, you get your emojis and your exclusive members only content such as UV Raw. We'll be doing some filming today, behind the scenes for that. I'm sure Flex will be doing some behind the scenes filming.
There's some interesting, funny bits at the start, weren't there?
What, because I was swearing
Couple
at the
of
TV?
technicals, yeah, couple of technicals.
Well, you know, sometimes my language off air is not actually, you know, not the best. But I was getting very angry, DJ, with the TV. That's what was happening. But the TV's fine now.
It's fine.
It's fine now. But I have threatened that if we lose, I'm going to put my foot through the effing field. So I won't, because I'll probably get fired.
You get fired.
I get fired.
You'll get fired straight out that door.
Over there. But I'd do it out of victory as well. Really happy.
And then maybe you won't get fired because we won.
Exactly. Although to be fair, I don't understand it. You know when people are like really happy, but they still get like aggressive. Nah, be happy.
Them people are just different.
Yeah, you have to be happy.
Be happy, 100%. Going back to Haaland though, DJ. Lissandro Martinez, everyone keeps making a big deal out of him, don't they? They keep saying, oh, he's too small, he's under 6 foot, Jamie Carragher, even though he's had a good game since the first 2 games, still saying, well, I still want to have him on my side, all that kind of stuff. Does it really matter what happens today with Haaland and Martinez? Does one bad game, so let's say Haaland does score 2 goals today, does that make Martinez a bad defender?
Not at all, but I think, you know, when you play for Manchester United, everything's magnified. Martinez has come under a lot of scrutiny, you know, from coming into the team because of his height, which I think is stupid, especially when you look at, you know, Flavio Cannavaro. He was I think an inch taller than Martinez. He's an amazing player. So I think, you know, the pundits of this world, you know, I won't state names, but they will come for him.
Say names.
Paul Merson's of this world.
Graham Souness.
Carragher. They will come for him if it's a bad game. If it's a good game, they'll say nothing.
They'll
say nothing. They'll say nothing.
Haaland had an
if
off
it's a good
day.
game.
That's what it'll be.
Yeah, like, oh, he didn't turn up today. You know, it's his first time in the Premier League. You know, all of that. They'll make the excuses for him. But I think Martinez, the type of character he is, he's going to try and have his best game today.
Yeah, the thing is, he did it last season, Louis. He played against Dortmund in the Champions League for Ajax. I think they won that game 4-0. Obviously, different proposition now because City are a much better team than Dortmund. But again, I go back to the point of, okay, Martinez and Haaland will have their duel, but then you also got to look at, okay, how's Malacia going to deal with Foden? How is Dalot going to deal with Grealish? Who's going to go on Kevin De Bruyne? Like, there's lots of different individual battles there that United have to win, don't they?
And then, with all that being said, we're talking about the individual battles in the sense of the City players are superior, but will they not have in the back of their head, oh, Rashford's on my shoulder, Anthony's still unknown. And then Sancho, will they not be thinking about those guys and Eriksen who can just put that one ball through?
Yeah.
Lots of talent on the pitch. I'm just happy that I'm here. Because if anything goes wrong, I'm out.
Exactly.
If I was at the stadium, it would be too much because this game really does get to me. It gets the emotions going. Do you know what I mean?
It does. But to your point earlier, like we don't have a bad record there.
No, we don't.
And you brought up Eriksen there. How important is he going to be today? Because if we're going to play counter-attacking football, our moves are basically going to be like 2 or 3 passes. One of them's going to go through Eriksen, right? He's going to have to be on form.
Well, what's amazing is during international break, he was still so pivotal for Denmark.
He was brilliant. Yeah,
pulled out. So he's just on some crazy form right now, and we're going to need him. We need Fernandes to lead. Yeah. What game was it this season when Fernandes was Liverpool chasing everything down? He led as a captain. It's that type of energy we need to bring.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see a well-oiled United team today, well-drilled, because, you know, with City, and I know, you know, Fernandes, he likes to press, and we love that about him. However, he has to be doing it in the right moments against City, because the minute you do that and they play through you, it's a lot.
Yeah.
My whole thing is this: I just don't want us to defend for 90 minutes. I think that's the wrong tactic.
You want to try and see us play?
Yeah, I want to see us play a little bit because we have to get them to respect us. We have to. Because if City don't respect you, they're just going to onslaught you. They're going to keep knocking the door. Even if it gets to the 85th minute, they've got so much quality that one of their chances is bound to go in. And then it's an uphill climb from then. So if we can put them on the back foot, then, you know, as I said, play the game in phases. Just play it in phases.
I like that.
Yeah, and I think the blueprint has been set in the games that we have won against the top 6 sides, against Arsenal, against Liverpool. To your point, we didn't sit back and defend, but we accepted they're going to have the ball.
Yeah.
We're not going to try and out-possession them because that's stupid. We're not going to try and out-press them because that'd be stupid. We're going to sit back a bit, but we're still going to have the ball at periods. We're still going to try and play, and we've just got to be quicker. We've got to be smarter on the ball. And you can do that effectively when you've got an Eriksen to a Bruno, to a Rashford or a Sancho or an Anthony. There's pace in wide areas. Rashford has proven at times he can hold the ball up well, because that's at times because that's what happened against Arsenal with Anthony's goal, wasn't it? Once he held the ball up, sucked the defenders in. Suddenly Anthony can get the ball in the net. A couple of super chats already. Witterbird says, "Are you more pumped about this derby than the Liverpool match? I think I can feel the buzz through the TV." How do they compare, Louis? Do you think the Manchester derby to the Liverpool derby?
Do you know what it is? I don't know.
Which one do you prefer?
What do I prefer? I prefer this one, man. It's Manchester. Do you know what I mean? Manchester. And like when I go Manchester, the question is always, are you red or blue?
Yeah.
And if someone's a blue, then it's all banter and stuff. And one of my good friends is a City fan, and he's going to be belling off my phone if they win. So yeah, this one, I was there when we lost 6-1, and to this day, I ain't got no revenge. So I need a big scoreline like that. You know what I mean?
Do you stay to the end?
I did.
Good.
I'm loyal,
Good.
man.
Good. Yeah. That's a test. That is 6-1.
I think if we beat City today, I think just because they're like the one of the 2 juggernauts in the league at the moment, and because they have Haaland and all the narratives around him,
It changes it.
I think if we do beat them today, then I think it's bigger than the Liverpool one.
Yeah.
It's big. That's big. That's huge. That is huge.
Well, I think also as well, look, if we win today, I was talking to Flex actually on the phone about this earlier on, that you look at the other top 6 sides, they've maybe had 1, max 2 games against every top 6. This is our 3rd game against top 6, and we've got a game in hand as well. We've got 2 against Arsenal. So you know, if we'd have played, you know, if we come out today with a result, even if that's a draw, you say, I tell you what, we've played Arsenal, Liverpool, City, and we hadn't lost any of those games.
Yeah.
That's a positive. So, and if we win, I'm not going to say like, oh yeah, title push, whatever. But you would say maybe that's for you. You got to have then you start to have a bit of a different conversation of going, actually, Ten Hag's doing things this season for Manchester United.
One thing I believe, and tell me if you think I'm being too biased, getting carried away.
Let's hear it.
I've looked at the subs. I feel like we've got a stronger bench in terms of affecting the game, changing the game. We've got players that could come on and really affect the game. You know, like against Arsenal, the way Ten Hag utilised our subs, I thought was brilliant. They made a difference with Fred and Ronaldo. So that might be very important for that second phase of the game.
I think you're right. To be fair, you look at our bench, you're looking at, say, from even attacking and defensive options, you've got the likes of Casemiro, Fred, Alanga, Martial, Ronaldo. I mean, that's 5 subs right there. And you can see all of them getting on, can't you?
100%.
And they're positive in comparison to City's bench. Who have they got on there? Diaz, Laporte, Alvarez, Mahrez, Palmer, Lewis. I mean, they've got good players still.
Mahrez,
but I think to your point, Louis, there, I've got like 5 subs. You can see all 5 of them getting on. Casemiro, Fred, kill the game. Or if you're chasing it a little bit, Alanga, Martial, Ronaldo.
There you go.
That's positive to bring on.
We've got more dimensions to our bench.
Yeah.
Like we can actually change up a few different ways.
Yeah.
We can go a bit more defensive, or we can actually, go attacking as well. And I think there's more balance on our bench. Boys are coming down the stairs.
Hey,
I want to see that same passion and desire. I want to see that same fire that United have had for the last couple of games. You know,
that's
Martinez
the point.
there.
Is that we used to mock it last season. We used to mock it. The amount of streams we had when we were saying passion and desire. But it's that mixed with a bit of aggression. There's a grit.
That is the standard kind of concoction for a successful team.
Yeah.
I actually like these guys now.
That's the difference. That is the difference.
Like,
there was a load of stories coming out last night. I don't know if you guys saw this about certain players in the dressing room saying that Bruno, I think Tom Heaton they were saying was a leader, or Eriksen, Casemiro as well. They're quiet, but they're also leaders in the dressing room. Terrell Malacia is always the last person there putting in the work. And I was looking at that going, they're the kind of leaks you like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You like hearing that. All the discussion about leaks, this, that, the other. You hear that, you go, I don't mind it actually. I like to hear that kind of stuff. But to your point, you do see that group of players, particularly that starting 11, maybe not the wider squad, but that starting 11, and you do like them.
Yeah.
Because they put in effort.
Yeah, because and we can see that, and it translates to the fans in the ground, it translates to the fans sitting at home. And that's all we've ever wanted from our Manchester United teams, people that actually give a damn about the badge and that are going to run their socks off and try to put in a shift. You know, no matter what happens today, these boys, they've played very well up until this point. You know, obviously we had the 2 games at the start of the season that we just played terrible. But now, you know, it's a big game. Ten Hag's proven that in big games he can do things. So here we are, players about to come out.
McTominay looks hench, bruv.
Big guy. Big guy. I think he's what, 6'3", 6'4"?
He is a big guy. And to be fair, you need that kind of aggression today as well.
Yeah.
He's been, I mean, the fact that, again, I do want to talk about McTominay, that the fact that he's keeping Casa effing Miro out the side, Champions League winner 5 times, and deservedly, this isn't bias here. This isn't Ten Hag being like, oh, why are you picking him? No, it's like he's playing well. And maybe today, Louis, look, he might have a stinker today, and maybe that's when you go, okay, Casemiro, now it's your time. But at least it's justified, right? After that point.
Yeah, and that's what we wanted. We didn't want favourites. We didn't want, you know, players to play.
Nobody should feel safe.
Yeah, no one should feel safe. And McTominay knows every time he looks at that bench, damn, Casemiro's sitting there. Let me pull my socks up. And that's one thing about McTominay. No matter what, we can talk about maybe his ability in certain things. He's limited here or there. But his attitude has never, ever been in question. It's never been in question. And you can see he's playing through sheer attitude because he wants to be there and he wants to play for Manchester United. So, big game for him, though. Big game. He's going to be up against a very, very good midfield. 100%. So we'll have to see what he can do.
Ollie with a super chat says, squeaky bum time, as Sir Alex Ferguson once said. Squeaky bum. Every game for me is squeaky bum time, I'll be honest. I'm a nervous fan. I'm a nervous watcher. And today, I just want United to get through, let's say, the first 15 minutes, because we haven't really seen what happens with this side if they do go 1-0 down. The biggest sort of blow they've had was against Arsenal when it went back to 1-1, and they reacted really well. They passed that test, but it's a different thing if you go 1-0 down at the Etihad in 10 minutes or something like that. So keep it tight initially. I think as well, though, to be honest, I think we'll try and start quite fast. I think we'll try and catch them. City can sometimes take a while to warm up a little bit, right? So that pace on the break, which we have, Rashford starting, I'm really glad he's fit.
Definitely.
I'm really glad he's fit. After getting that Player of the Month award, and look, Ten Hag. Yeah, exactly. Confidence. He's going to be probably today, Louis. That's probably going to, you would argue, the most confident he's been in what, 2 years?
Yeah, you have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now's your moment as well. He does. For me, I've always said his mental strength is just next to none. I think he's really good mentally, and he's proven it in the big moments or when the pressure's on. So hopefully today he can just
look at that difference there. They're talking about Gundogan and Rodri because of course Rodri's missing, and Rodri gets 2 tackles per game. Gundogan just over 1. You know, that could be a difference. And I would think United would look at that, DJ, and say, you know what, exploit it.
Yeah, and that's the thing with City, because they have so much quality and they have so much great attacking players. You know, they sort of have like specialists in each role. So my whole thing would get the attacking players trying to defend. And that's when you can exploit them. Get Grealish having to run back towards his own goal. Do you know what I mean? Definitely. And I think that's what the boys are going to try and do, hopefully anyways. Ten Hag, you know, he's been asked a lot about Haaland. He's been asked a lot about City and Pep. And I think, you know, when he first came to the club, he said, you know, the 2 top teams are really good, but, you know, all things come to an end. And I think today, he can set down a marker for us, man. Because if we win today, it's going to be crazy.
That's it.
It's going to be crazy if we win today.
That is it, though. It's like today, because let's face it, I know I don't want to put a downer on it, but like even if we lost, you'd go, well, City. You know.
And I think that's the answer to your question before when you said about the Arsenal-Liverpool games and boom, boom, boom. If we lose, it's like, oh, we're expected to lose. It's
exactly. We're on a rebuild sort of situation. As long as, even to be fair, even if, and this isn't like, you know, already making excuses, but even if we lose today, but to DJ's point, we put in a performance, you go, I'll tell you what, fair enough. I saw Arsenal fans after we beat them said, oh, it's annoying, but we played all right. So that's what I'm looking for today. I'm looking for a performance. I'm looking for something that says, actually, you know what? You know, we are developing. And big game. Right, we're nearly at kickoff, guys. They were literally, they're just doing their final bits and pieces on the pitch. That's a wild camera thing, isn't it? Look at that. Spider cam settings.
360 drone thing.
360 drone,
Oh, here we go. Come on. Let's start well. Let's get going. Manchester derby, seconds away from kicking off at the Etihad.
Who's nervous?
Come on.
Who's nervous?
Of course I am.
I'm nervous.
Two nerves.
I'm nervous. I'm
Yeah,
nervous.
exactly.
I'm nervous.
Come on, United.
Yeah, come on. They now have to make you nervous with that camera angle as well. I feel like I'm
Yeah,
going to be
yeah,
sick
I
after. I was already nervy. And let's go. Bruno Fernandes standing over the ball, getting ready to kick off. And have kick off.
And what we got to remember as well, City are in their evolution. They're where they want to be.
Let's
We're
go.
still trying to find ourselves.
We're off.
Yeah.
Manchester United kick off. And immediately Martinez on the ball. I want to start fast. Let's see how United are going to set up. Let's see how we're going to play.
3-4 pressing already.
Nice little long ball there. That's going to be the ball all day. Didn't work there.
Sancho and Walker.
Yeah,
He's not
like
going to
his
outpace
chances.
him.
Yeah, he's not going to outpace him, so he's going to have to rely on the 1-2s with Rashford.
Or Rashford to come over to the left.
Or they just swap.
Yeah. Interchange.
Yep.
But that's the kind of thing I think United are going to be trying to do today. Long switches to the wingers,
Yeah.
hopefully in behind. To your point, I don't know if that's going to work on Walker's side.
Or getting the ball to Fernandes and Eriksen to release Rashford.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Along the floor.
Let's see how United press from the front. Are they going to press their full-backs or centre-backs enough? Not massively,
Yeah,
a little bit.
not a massive press. It's sort of like screening. They're just screening.
Exactly.
Marking the space.
Yeah. Little pass in between the lines there by Man City. Wins it back. It's a free kick.
Varane on Haaland. Varane.
Set a marker down, yeah?
Yeah,
Set a
come on,
marker
kick
down
him.
on him. Not that will affect Erling Haaland whatsoever, you know. But look, I would be cautious though for Varane to say, don't try and get physical with Erling Haaland because you will not win that. The guy is a freak. Like I don't know if you saw, there was a clip of when they were playing Wolves the other day. Erling Haaland's running forward. Some guy comes towards him. He literally just pings him off like he wasn't there.
Yeah,
Like that. It was crazy.
If you wanted to create a footballer in a lab, Erling Haaland is one of the guys.
Yeah, he is.
Similar to in that Ronaldo vein as well.
Deal with that, Dallo. Yes, like that.
The thing is, this
I like
is
it.
not yellow card already.
Oh, what?
That's
Well,
a
he's
bit-
booked him already
No, that
after
don't make
90
sense.
seconds.
That does not make sense.
That is ridiculous. It's a foul.
It's a foul.
But to give a booking
Yeah,
already.
yeah, no, not yellow
No,
card
that's just
already.
setting a marker down. How are you supposed to referee a derby by giving bookings out after 90
But
seconds?
now watch, wait until City do a foul next.
I don't know
expecting a
about
booking.
that, no.
I'm expecting a booking because you know sometimes they do bookings.
It's a foul. It's a foul. And if that happens in the 25th minute, DJ, I'd go fair
Yeah,
enough.
cool.
But
But ease
after
it off,
90
man.
seconds, manage the game.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a big problem for us now.
Do you know what I'm saying? That Jack Grealish boy, he gets so many fouls.
Flick on by Ake, there you go, David De Gea. But now Dallo, he's going to have to, obviously, they say on commentary, walking on eggshells. And to be fair, I believe, I can't remember who it was.
Here you go.
He did that against, I think it was Arsenal,
Yeah,
he had
did.
that, where he managed it. Well done, Rashford.
Got
That's
that.
all right there, Anthony. I want to see you run at someone, Anthony. I want to see a bit of flair. I want to see a
He's
bit
played
of...
it a bit safe, hasn't he?
Yeah, exactly. See a bit of Jugga Benito.
Nice, that forward ball, that's what we need. Dallo got 2 goals midweek.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. He was on it. But here you go.
Here comes City.
Grealish is going to run at Dallo once again. Now Dallo has to be cautious. Through ball by City. Deal with the ball into the box. Back post. Erling Haaland hit it. Clear. Get away. Oh, good save. David De Gea out again. Good block.
Come on.
Oh,
That's the defence.
it's going to be a long game.
Oh my
That
God.
is, I tell you what.
That yellow card, do you know what that will do to the team? It will just make us go,
Yeah, it's definitely given them.
We're at 6s and 7s. Here's
Why is
Grealish,
Grealish
ball into the
balling
box.
out, bruv?
Calm it down. Oh, not that McTominay. Kid. Oh.
That's not
I
bad.
tell you what, it's a
win
heck of a save by David De Gea as well.
Yeah.
They'll show it back. But my goodness. I tell you, did you see though? Ball back post, Erling Haaland. That is what you got to deal with.
He peeled off. He peeled off.
But
Yeah, it's
as
a
we-
long game.
As we just said, literally, Dallo gets booked. What do they do? Put
wow.
the ball back out to him. Here's Foden. City have started
And look, you
unbelievably.
see De Bruyne. This is how
Here's
they
De
score
Bruyne,
goals.
ball in.
No!
Deal. Oh.
But you see that against who was it? Against Wolves. De Bruyne got 2 assists from the overlap on the right hand side. These guys are just so well drilled.
Yeah, they're
It's
well
long.
drilled, man. They're
It's
well
long.
drilled. Yeah.
Do you know before the game I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, it was sick, bruv.
Honestly.
It depends. We've just got to. We have to affect them. Somewhere.
But the thing is, we are going to go through moments like this. But you just got to, again, settle, calm it down. That ball, that now, it's going to go all the way through United's right-hand side every single time.
But that yellow card is just annoying.
Yeah, it's sort
I
of
don't
giving
think
us a
it's yellow card
handicap.
worthy. It's your first tackle.
Yeah, it's handicap. It's a handicap now. Definitely.
There's Foden. I tell you what, that was. I was convinced they were going to score there as well. You know when it starts bouncing around and blocks,
bouncing
and you're thinking
around,
it's going to slide it into the net. It was a good save by De Gea. I think there was a block in there. Might have been from McTominay as well, actually.
For the Haaland attempt.
Yeah.
We just need to settle into this game.
Settle in, keep your shape, And that would have been the worst possible start. Goal conceded after 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then that is when, again, this team still is fragile. So that could have been complete collapse. So just need to settle. I want to see Eric on the sidelines giving it some.
Just seeing how quick they move the ball. They move it so efficiently.
Look at Edison, Cash.
It's just... Go on, that's a bit of a press, Marcus. Oh,
see, and then they play through. And then,
but again, if you don't have a coordinated press against City, they'll go through you.
Yeah.
It's just they're too good at it.
Big ball.
Ball over the top. Deal with that, Varane. Dalot.
Nice.
Right, now just get a bit of time on the ball, Bruno. Don't do anything silly. Like that. We can't.
Didn't have any options.
We can't. Yeah, exactly. If we're going to win it back, that pass has to work. Otherwise,
look at the results.
Look at that record.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
There was a stat that we tweeted out today. I'm going to see if I can find it. And it's
Is he off? He's off, right?
Is he offside? I was looking down.
I think so.
They're going to carry on playing. McTominay stands him up. Just keep standing him up.
You can't put a tackle in now, though.
Grealish. Haaland 1-2. See that out, Dalot.
Yeah.
Well done.
And then they put the flag up.
Was that? Yeah, that was off.
Did he give it?
Probably will. It's silly, isn't it?
Let's have a look, see if he was offside.
Yeah.
It was tight. It was tight. You can see why they haven't put the flag up.
Yeah, that's very
They
tight.
shouldn't. Oh, no, that was the other one. That's the other one.
Okay, so that wasn't even on target.
It's a good save by De Gea and a good block. McTominay made up for it because here he just puts it right in the danger zone. Look at it. It would basically been an assist. But to be fair, this is the save by De Gea, and then it's the follow-up. It was clumsy. It was just messy from United defensively.
Eriksen, nice.
Simple McTominay. That's it. Varane.
You just need to earn a little bit of respect from these guys.
Oh, I tell you honestly.
The same way Grealish went at Dalot, let's get Anthony at Cancelo or...
Yeah, because like
at
you said...
we just need to put...
Giving the ball away. We're giving the ball away. Oh my God.
But it's going to be that same ball, that through ball where one of our players get onto it.
Yeah, they're clearly looking for it, aren't they?
Yeah.
But that quality has to be there because you'll only get that opportunity to find that right pass once or twice in this game. So it has to be quality, has to be on. And as we just said, if you keep giving it away, then they will.
Go on, that's it.
That's it.
That's the.
He should have passed it.
That's when again mistakes are that. That's a bit of space. This worries me. Foden.
De Bruyne goes on an overlap.
Yeah, just backing off.
Someone's got to get out to him now.
Now you can get that. You can get that, Anthony. They're too fluid.
Yeah,
they're too
very
fluid. Ball in, away! Oh, for God's sake, it's just too easy. They've been all over us. They've been all over us already. It's too easy. It's too easy. Ridiculous. I mean, you can't argue that it's not coming because we've been our own worst enemy there. Because what have we kept doing? Every time we get it back, we're giving the ball away. You're just going to get so pressurised there. Look, we back off. The shape's all right there. You're happy with that. Ball goes out here. But it's just this is where it's just too easy. Look, it's a 1-2. It's just that is so simple. Who's tracking him? It's Eriksen loses his man. You can see Foden's in the middle. Look,
Eriksen's just like
that's too easy. Literally, you can't give Phil Foden that kind of space in the box. Look, there's no one around him. Nobody. He's right in between Varane and Eriksen. Completely loses him.
Oh, no.
It's poor. But now look, we've got to react. Have to react. Because 10 minutes in, and frankly, they could have been 2-2 up at this point.
I'm heartbroken, boys.
United have not started whatsoever.
Do you know what? Like, you see that Newcastle, for example, there was 2-0 up. How do teams get in that position against these? Because against us, it just seems like we're happy to let them have the ball. Why is it Newcastle got 2-0 up?
But it's fine to, like, when they're on the edge there, it's fine to let him have the ball. But you can't then, if he's going to cut it back to a free player in the box, you deserve to go 1-0 down if you're going to do that. You can't defend like that. You know, we praised Eriksen there, but he hasn't tracked his runner, or he's tried to pass him off to Varane, and Varane hasn't tracked him. Either way, it's crap. Discipline. It's crap. It's poor defending, and that's not the first time they've been in as well. No. It's at least the second or third time. Oh, it's going to be a long 90, but got to react. Come on, what did we say?
The right decisions. We have to make the right decisions with the ball because we've made some shocking decisions. Not shocking, but we made some wrong decisions. Sancho, when he picked the ball up there on the miss, he could have played it in field. He tried to go around the player, and then we get dispossessed.
Super chat from Myron says, as a City fan, I'm liking Ten Hag more than Ollie. It's a long, there's still plenty of the game to go. Myron, plenty of the game to go. But United need to wake up, basically. They look shell-shocked. They look afraid.
Yeah, they do.
Get it down. Keep the ball.
Can we keep the ball,
How many
please?
passes have we actually strung together?
Anthony.
That's a foul. Oh, no, it's not. They've even got their throw in.
Bro, I thought that was Pep for a second. I wouldn't mind.
Mate, Ten Hag's looking pensive on the touchline.
Okay, well,
He's shaking the head
Well,
there.
he can't be happy with that, can he? I mean, United have barely started at all. How much have we actually touched the ball? How many successful passes have we done? When there have been little bits where we could have capitalised, we haven't. Get that? See, 50-50s. Come on. Go on then, Sancho.
Giving him too much respect.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Haaland's just absolutely
he's
smashed
always
into
gonna
Anthony, but go on, win it back. Put a bit of pressure on. That's it. That's an opportunity, Bruno. Make a run for him. Do something for him. Edge of the box, Rashford.
It's got to go to Sancho. What's going on?
Nah, I don't
In
know.
fairness, I think Bruno
Rashford.
looks up and there's no one doing anything. They're staring at him. Oh, that's that. That's an opportunity. That's as good as an opportunity you're going to get against City to make an opportunity for
Yeah.
yourself. You've got to do more with it. Come
Just
on,
need to
man.
regain our shape. Regain our shape.
And in moments like this, like you mentioned, DJ,
Yep.
hold your shape. Not like this. I mean, Grealish has had so much of the ball in the first 10
hasn't he?
minutes.
Look,
he's
he's
in
gone,
again.
he's gone.
He's in again.
Look,
It's
so
one,
Varane's coming
two.
to cover.
Varane sweeps up. It's too easy.
It is too easy.
Grealish is deceptively quick.
Well, this is the thing. I was thinking,
Very
why
deceptive.
does he get like the most fouls? Because he's not the fastest. You know what I mean?
Oh, they're going to give it. Yep, they'll give that.
Is that
Yeah,
really
yeah,
Careful,
come on,
Dallo, you've got to be
come
careful
on.
now. But that's the problem when you book someone after
So
90
early,
seconds.
yeah.
Now every time Dallo does a tackle like that,
His heart's gonna be in his mouth.
but that's not a booking. But now
it's
it's already
annoying.
like, oh, that's pressure.
That is on the yellow card, yeah. Do you know what? They'll bring on Shaw and put Malacia to the right back. You don't want him to do a whole 90 minutes and then be down to 10 men.
It's a risky one. Especially in the derby as well.
Wow,
Yellow
and-
card in 90 seconds.
90 seconds.
no, that
and
was
also, like you said, it was Grealish there's no way Dallo doesn't foul Grealish for the rest of the game.
No, exactly.
He will.
Grealish gets fouls for fun.
Free kick to City, De Bruyne
Who's on
standing
Haaland
there,
though, really?
Foden puts
Who's
it
on
in.
Haaland?
Oh, deal with it, get it away. Oh, second balls again. Honestly, how many actually successful passes have United done? 11, nearly 12 minutes in.
They've caught us very cold.
United,
Probably won a minute.
Very, very cold.
United look like a side, and I know it's the same with City because they haven't played in a while too, but we look like a side that hasn't played in nearly a month.
Yeah.
They look
No, but
way off
do you
it.
know what? We did have 2 postponed games, didn't we?
Yeah, but even so, again, you got... For a derby game, you have to be up for it. You can't be
Yeah.
intimidated by it. They're up for it. Here's a counter-attack
Pass,
opportunity.
please.
Bruno, give a good ball.
Again, it's just giving
You
them...
can get that, though. You
that's-
can get there,
that's the
Rashford.
idea.
You can get there.
That's exactly the
I'm
idea.
happy with that. That's the pass I want.
Yeah,
Stuff
every
like
time.
that.
He's gonna do it every
Obviously,
time.
Edison will sweep it up,
Yeah.
but there might be the occasion that he doesn't. Get the pass right. That's clearly the
Can
game
we
plan.
just keep the ball for a good couple of minutes, boys? Because we're just giving it to City on a plate every time.
Literally
every time.
But look at it already. 12 minutes gone, 75% possession. United.
Anthony's got...
Literally 4 shots, 2 on target from City. United 0-0. We've had 2 touches in our box.
Yeah.
And I know that's going to be the game. I get that. But also, it's still going to be. There has to be an element of quality from United.
Yeah, that does.
Nah, I'll tell you what, honestly. That confidence I was talking about has just evaporated.
Come on, United. We need to, and as you said, Owen, this is one of the tests. You know, we're 1-0 down early in the game against the best team in the league. How
Yeah.
are they going to respond?
Exactly, you've got to react.
Yeah. If we're going to build up our sort of our project and how we are as a team, then these are the tests that we're going to have to go through.
Well, and also as well, we spoke before the game about individual battles.
Brother, come on.
What? How?
That just kind of sums up the opening 14 minutes, to be fair. There's no, that's just an individual error from Malacia, but we just look timid. There's no intensity.
Yeah.
And again, I don't mind if we lose this game, but we're intense, we're aggressive.
Yeah.
You know, we do get in good spaces, but we look really timid at the moment. We look nervous. We're acknowledging that they are a lot better than us.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, you don't want to give this guy space, bro.
yeah, literally. David G says, Dallo plays like he's in quicksand sometimes because his acceleration is non-existent. Eventually we'll need an athletic fullback. I mean, I don't know if it's too time to turn on Dallo already. I think he's had a good, obviously good couple of games. That was a heavy pass to Bruno.
What is going on, boys?
Every pass.
Jeez.
Here's
man.
Dallo once again. All right, give a bit of space, Bruno. Oh, okay, better,
nice.
better.
Switches on.
Find the right pass,
Go on,
though.
Sancho.
It's gone through.
Make it count.
Sancho.
These are the chances you got to make count.
Steady, Sancho. Find the right pass. Oh,
What happened there?
I think
He cut it back to Eriksen. Eriksen's fallen over.
He was falling over.
Oh.
Penalty, ref, penalty!
But even like that, like that's an opportunity. That's a chance.
Yeah, it is.
You got to make stuff like that count.
Eriksen was sprinting, boy.
1-on-1, cuts it back, and Eriksen tripped over the turf.
Yeah. And that grass looks very cut.
You can't even go on. Grass is a bit rubbish.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly. 15 minutes gone. Manchester City 1, Manchester United 0. You said take it 15 by 15, DJ. How have we taken the opening 15?
Well, we've been shell-shocked. We've been shell-shocked. You know, we've been. If you liken this game to a boxing match, we've been hit with a hard punch. We was on the ropes. We're all groggy now. We're stumbling around. We just need to regain our footing. That's what we need to do in this game, because City now, it's an uphill task. They're just going to keep pouring on the pressure. They're going to keep the ball. They're going to frustrate us. They're going to make us run. United just have to get the respect back, whether it's a chance or something. We have to make City feel some danger.
All over the top there. Oh, Phone tried to cut it
Well
back.
done, Malacia.
Well
Well
done.
done. Well done. Both of them well done.
Come on, man.
Sancho.
That's it, Rashford.
Keep going, Rashi. Keep going.
Keep going.
That's all right. That's all right. Get
That's what we're
back.
talking-
Pressure in Rashford then. Get
That's
the
it.
ball. Don't stop. Don't stop. Well done, Rashford. See, even there, you would say Rashford, like, stop going before. He waited.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. Already, 15 minutes in, how many times have City done something like that? They've made mistakes already.
Yeah.
They've got mistakes in.
Oh,
You've
they've
got
got
to pounce
mistakes
on
in
them.
Do you know what I mean, that could have been a square to Rashford, Sancho 1-0. 1-1.
Even something like that though, like to your point, like you have to. Somebody's got to go for us. We've got to just to spark us. You know, we're flat still. We still look nervy. Careful, Dalot.
Yeah, I know,
Grealish.
Dalot, be careful.
1-2 of Haaland. That's a foul.
Get up.
That is a
But
foul.
this guy,
that is a foul.
But Grealish, how do
Oh my goodness. Grealish, in fairness, people slagged him off. He's absolutely ran United ragged in the first sort of 15,
boy
16
just
minutes.
does not get tackled.
Going past people, it's just a foul. Like Martinez wiped him flat out. It's 1-2 from Haaland too. Look at that. It's a clear foul.
But that's more of a yellow card than a bloody first
It was,
one.
absolutely. And this is dangerous territory.
Lord, De Bruyne, Gundogan, any of them.
Edge of the bar or edge of the D, central.
It's quite central.
That might be the only thing. But as a keeper, you then start to go, where's he going to go then?
Yeah.
And if there's anyone that you wouldn't want over it, it's Kevin De Bruyne. Zayn Miasi's in the chat. Of course he is. Mum's credit card. Bang, right out on the table. Says, Owen, did you see the masterpiece yesterday and who's top of the league? Arsenal are top of the league, Zayn. I can't argue with facts. Masterpiece, I assume you're referring to the North London derby. I'm not, like, you know me, Zayn, I'm not in the position to give you shit back at the moment. We're 1-0 down.
Well,
We'll
is
wait
he an
and see.
Arsenal fan?
Yeah.
Well,
Don't worry, Zayn's time's coming. Zayn's time coming.
Now, Zayn, you know, he's been through a lot of pain for a long time. And he's burnt through, he's like Richard Arnold, he's burnt through a lot of cash on his mum's credit card.
Hey, listen, if we concede now.
Oh, did I hit the post? Oh my goodness. I didn't even have it in the post. Gundogan outside the post.
Yeah, literally just watched it.
Here's Gundogan, look at the replay.
That is a beautiful free kick. That is beautiful.
That is some
Round the wall.
Literally, around the wall. Oof. De Gea, flat-footed, nowhere near it.
But who was on for the second ball? Did you see? Haaland was ready.
And it's gone straight back to City. It's offside this time. United are fully on the ropes, massively on the ropes.
Sancho.
That's a bit better, Sancho. Now find the Why can't we keep the ball? Every time we do something that looks half decent, we then give it away. Every time.
Frustrating.
I'd love to know how many times we've actually given the ball away in this half, because it's ridiculous. Can't keep hold of the ball. Put a tackle in, Malacia.
Foden.
It's just grabbing his arm. That's got to be a foul. Yeah. He ain't give it. Oh man. And again, like, okay, they hit the post, free kick. You'll take that, but then when you've got the ball, do something with it. Don't give it away. Like simple passes.
Literally, United just giving the ball away at every opportunity. We do a little bit, do something that's good, and we give it away.
Here they're in behind again. De Bruyne cuts it back. Oh,
easy.
Malacia.
Nice.
Now,
No.
honestly, Anthony gives it away this
Yes,
time.
McTominay.
Right,
Nice.
come on, keep
Go on
the
and
ball.
release him, release
Keep
him.
the
You know
ball.
Rashford's on
Same
the
as
run.
There's gotta be a run in the
Make a
middle.
run for him. Make a run.
No, it's always
Switch.
going to go to them.
Time, Jaden, time. Okay.
1, 2,
One,
go.
two. Every touch, every pass is heavy. Every pass is
What is
heavy.
going on, lads?
Literally, every pass is heavy.
I just need to caress the ball, man.
See, calm down.
Boys, think of it as a girl. Caress the thing.
Honestly.
They're not at the technical level of City. You could just tell in those little intricate
No, I
moments
hear
where
you.
you're 2 meters away
But
from
I know
your
Sancho
teammate.
could do that. That's food for him to just
I
1-2.
think these lot are a bag of nerves right now.
But
Just a
even
bag of
even
nerves.
like not even saying, oh, they're not up to technical level C. This is a pass. This is a pass.
Do you know
Pass
what?
to keep
I'm
it.
not buying that because Wolves, I could see them like being able to do those 1-2. Some teams in the Premier League could do it. So United can do it. They're just nervous.
Yeah, look, played for our Lions quickly. Look,
But even if you're nervous, like,
easy.
we're 20 minutes in the game
3
now.
passes,
Settle.
3 passes them into the final third.
Oh, it's cut back. Haaland. Oh, edge of the box. Foden again. Oh, it's just wide.
What is going on? Do you know what it is? Their underlapping runs are killing us.
Literally. And
Killing us.
again, look, who's a go-to? Grealish. Literally.
Underlap. There you go.
I mean, I cannot believe how exposed we have been to Jack Grealish. He is absolutely
And the thing is,
taking
I
the
didn't think
piss.
he would start. I didn't really. Yeah, I mean, but
Jack
here he
Grealish
is.
having his best game for Man City, I think, of
You
anything
know
he's
what I
ever
mean?
had. Pep knows it as well. He's all over the touchline because he knows they should be 3-0 up at this point.
Ten Hag will make changes, 100% into the midfield. Don't be surprised, guys, if you see a Casemiro or Fred come on. I'm telling you,
Fred makes sense.
in terms of someone to get about the pitch and get in City's face, because
I would
Eriksen's
even
not going to
argue.
be able to give you
I
that.
would even argue if someone like Martial who can actually hold the ball up,
Yeah.
someone that can actually
bring players into
to be
play.
fair,
Bring composure, man.
yeah, exactly, a bit of composure. So, honestly, but that is
Look
what.
at that. Who are you doing that to? You don't do
Switch.
that to my
That's
club.
all right.
And this is the thing. So what do? Does Sancho make way? You bring Martial on, you might shift Rashford to the left. Rashford versus Walker, I'm a bit more confident in that one. Martial goes up top and you keep Anthony for the right flank. I think that's the call.
David D says, Owen, relax. I can't relax, David D, because every time we've got the ball, we give it away. And this
Just did it again.
yeah,
Did it again.
it looks like, honestly, it's men v boys.
Yeah, it does.
It's
it does. at
it's
this moment.
crazy. K-Flow with the super chat says, wow, we did say we wanted to see this team when they're a goal down, so here we have it. We haven't responded well. Hashtag Glazers out. We haven't responded at all, K-Flow. I mean, and to be fair, we didn't even start. I've not seen... Can you think of anything positive in this first half so far that we've done? Even when we've got in behind, it's been because of a mistake by City.
I think at this point, City are just making this very, very easy.
It feels just relentless, doesn't it?
Good.
That's it. A bit of fight, but yeah,
Oh,
that's
that's
it.
better.
That's it.
And that will start
That's our
from
ball,
Rashford
yes.
running back.
That's what you want to see.
Yeah.
We've shown them too much respect.
Just run.
Because when it was Liverpool, we never showed them this much respect. We was in on them from the get-go.
But could you argue the difference that is because it's the pressure of being away from home, and suddenly when there's a bit more, we've seen United last however many years, the smallest amount of pressure completely fold.
Yeah.
Time McTominay. Oh my goodness!
my God.
McTominay just gave it away. He's Grealish. He's running through everyone like he's
Grealish really doing
Maradona.
this?
Oh.
I can't believe that.
I tell you what. As soon as I saw McTominay on the ball there, and there was no one around him, I thought he's got to find a pass.
Yeah.
You always felt it, didn't you? You went, here we go.
Thing is,
That's
before
time
the
there.
ball came
Even
to
that.
my
Who was
God.
that? Who was that?
I don't know.
Was that Rashford?
Yellow card. It's gonna be yellow.
Honestly,
It's gonna be
that
yellow.
is
It's gonna be
Our
yellow.
two fullbacks on the
And that is
yellow.
Rashford's fault. That is Marcus Rashford's fault.
Again,
What the hell is he doing?
have we completed a pass? We give it away every single time. The quality on the ball. Look at this. Rashford, I mean, spins off him.
Mate, if I'm Malacia in that dressing room, I'm
God.
grabbing Rashford like this and be like, what are you doing? Like, we're not playing. Oh my gosh.
At what stage does it get crazy that we can't actually pass the ball?
We're just capitulating.
Wild.
We're going back to those habits. We're just breaking apart.
Or someone needs to be on the pitch just saying, like, calm down. You can pass the ball. Like, get your foot on it. That's better. 1-2 by Eriksen to Sancho. Where's he going to go, though?
Hey, believe in your source, man. Do something, bro.
Or if not, give it back. Keep the ball. You know, use a bit of quality. That's it. McTominay, too much space for him. Too much space for him. That worries me.
Who's that to?
See, McTominay needs to have someone next to him. He can't have that. The moment you see McTominay and you can't see a red shirt around him, chances are that ball is going to be given away. That is how it works. So shit.
Last season, the topic of Scott McTominay was discussed. And last season I said, Scott McTominay will struggle in the games where you need to be a bit more technically sound.
Yeah.
We are seeing that right now.
But this should be the game for him because it's meant to be like a bit of a battle and being aggressive. But
City are too technical. They're not going physical with us. They're playing around us. They're playing in and around us. They're not going body for body kind of thing.
We swapped Anthony and Sancho.
Here's Walker, cuts back, gives it to Haaland, edge of the box. Where's Haaland going to go?
Lovely
Well
tackle,
done, Martinez. Right now, I'm begging you, just pass it to your teammate. Dallo,
Nice.
foot on it. Ericsson, out wide to Anthony.
We've made 4
passes.
passes.
A bit better. Right, Ericsson's there
5,
again. Ericsson
6.
can turn. See that? Just that. I'm happy with that. Just keep it.
And that's
But that little passage or play there can make them go, all right, cool, we can pass the ball.
But the thing is, in our last couple of games, we've played very well. We've played good football on the ground. We've played good passing. And today, it just goes out the window because, again, I think they respect this team too much.
Yeah. But even, Martinez, back to De Gea.
Right,
You'll
maybe
go
not
long.
De Gea's feet. Anyone's feet.
Anyone. Is he going to find, he switches that out to Malacia.
Easy.
nice.
Well done. Well done. That was nice.
That's naughty.
Give it,
Give
give
him
it.
it.
Oh, how long did he take?
Yeah, that was a bit naughty from Malacia.
Free kick to United, though. Ericsson, turn out a bit of
that might
space
hit
there.
on the ball.
Bit of space. Switches it. No.
Cancelo.
But
Eriksen.
the minute he shaped, they knew.
But you expect a better level of quality from Christian Eriksen there.
Just giving the ball
Everyone.
again.
It's contagious.
Just giving the ball away to them
It's going to go
again.
out for a corner, City corner. Super chat from
United
Troy
counter-attack.
Superstar says, United fans relax, we are winning the league and we will win this game. We are just riding out the storm. Heck of a storm, Troy, honestly. I am enjoying this. You're enjoying this? This is our game, we are winning the league. I tell you what, Troy, what have you got? Give it to us because I want what you're having. That is unbelievable. He's enjoying the game. We're going to win the league. We're going to win this
Who's on
game.
Haaland? Do you know what? No one's man-marking Haaland. If anyone is, it's
They have
Eriksen.
Eriksen. From what I can see in and around his zone, it's Eriksen. Yeah, it is Eriksen.
Eriksen's marking Haaland. Oh my goodness.
Look, these men
Short
are just
corner.
passing the ball through.
Yeah.
Ah, Lord.
Hate. Oh.
If we get to half-time at 1-0,
Yeah, you'll take it. Yeah, you're 100%.
Second half,
The worst thing is,
how we come out.
when you said that, I looked at the clock thinking it was like 45 minutes. It's only 26.
26
I thought it was way longer than that. This first half feels like it's been going on for ages.
Yeah. It's a slow torture at the moment. And United are not covering themselves in any glory.
They're
City don't fear us. Look at the high line they're playing. Playing so high.
But again,
but even times like that, I don't understand why Rashford won't just stay in the halfway line.
But if you're going to play like this, again, that's fine. You're going to play on the counter-attack, cool. But to play on the counter-attack like this, your passing, the ball out wide or wherever has to be good. That's not been good.
Yeah.
We've barely strung any attacking passes together. It's just, I'm stunned. Oh, I shouldn't be, I suppose, by how poor this has been.
That's better.
Now
Yeah,
get
force
out,
them
get
back,
out,
force
get
them
up a
back.
little bit.
And that was Bruno again.
But just be
initiating the press.
careful, don't lose your shape too much. Because 27 minutes gone.
6-1, look at the shots.
Yeah. And United have been, Edison's just pinging it around. That's taking the piss. Literally.
And then Cancelo will do the same.
Now they're just switching it. This is
Look
proper.
at this. Look.
This is taking the
They're
piss
toying with
settings.
us.
This
They're
is,
toying with us.
you know, when you're playing someone shit on FIFA, so you start doing cross-field passes. Start doing a lot of squares. You know what I mean? Go, look how good I am. This is what it is. Doing it again. Just spraying it around like United aren't there.
What they're going to do is just going to wait for us to...
They'll get it to Grealish, don't worry.
They're going to wait for us to step out to them and then they'll put
Here we
it through
go.
the lines.
Yeah, this is just... And frankly, at this kind of rate, it could be any score, let's be honest. Because they're getting in at ease. They're passing it around so easy. I think, to be honest, I reckon Pep would actually be a bit surprised it's been this easy.
And this is supposed to be our starting 11. This is supposed to be our starting
But
11.
again, I don't mind them doing this if we go, we're going to be...
Wait,
going
why is
counter-attack.
Nathan Ake there centre back been able to run into the
run
second
all
half
the
of the
way
pitch?
into our half.
Is Grealish again, he's one-on-one with Dallo. Is he going to go past him, cuts it back? It's just easy. It's Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, it's so easy. It is
no one's
ridiculous.
tracking
Look
De
at
Bruyne.
that move they've done there. They have sprayed it around the pitch about 10 times there. Finally, Ake steps out,
But
gives it to
what should happen?
Grealish,
What?
goes
Eriksen
back
come
to De
across?
Bruyne. It's just...
You know, so
it's so
McTominay,
easy.
he only realised De Bruyne was behind him too late.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's doubling up on...
Yeah, he's doubling up
Which
on
makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But then Eriksen should come across.
And again, it's the underlap. They're killing us with it, literally. Time and time again.
United went long. Okay, Eriksen got the ball. Who are you going to pass it to? That's a bit of space there for
forward, get
Dalot.
forward.
Go
You
into
got
it.
to
Go
go
into
into
it.
space.
Don't look
That's
for a
not
long
weird.
pass. Don't look for it. Keep the ball. Trust your ability, even though it's been rubbish so far.
You know, this is the first time our two centre
Martinez,
backs.
that's a good
been in
pass.
their half.
Take
Good
him
pass,
on. Take him on.
Martinez.
Overlap.
Anthony.
Take him on. Get that yellow card.
Well, he's not going to take it. Yeah.
No, but that's why ain't Anthony doing that? Because we would moan if that was Rashford passing it back.
Go on then, Anthony. Now you got more space. Now you can attack him. Attack him.
He's just gonna
Get a
have to put
ball
it in the
into the box. Ball in.
To who
That's
though, bro?
rubbish. That was absolutely
Is he thinking we got
crap.
Ronaldo in the box or something?
What the hell?
But
This guy's tired, man.
as he's look at him flailing his arm, you go round, mate. No one's getting onto that ball.
100 million. Look,
Casemiro's
Casemiro
not doing
can't believe what's.
Listen, bring them two on at half time. I'm not complaining. Are you complaining?
But
Well, if we're not playing a pressing game, then he could have played Ronaldo.
But you would argue again. So you see Martinez there, put the ball out to Anthony. That's what you want to see.
Yeah.
You want to see that, but quality. Oh,
God,
that's
no.
quality. That pass there, ridiculous. Oh man,
in studio,
come on, United.
energy is non-existent.
It's on the floor.
It's on the floor, everyone.
So be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe bottom right hand corner, and don't forget to vote for us at the Football Content Awards. Voting shuts 7 days. Come on, we can do it. Come on, United, we can do it as well. No, we can't. Haaland, Foden,
Walker.
space. These are space.
Walker's
Look out
gone.
wide again. Look out
Why has he
wide.
got so
Look at
much
Grealish.
time?
Grealish,
Why has he
Foden.
got so much time?
It's ricocheted out to Grealish anyway.
Underlap
United
again.
got a player
Oh.
down. Grealish, that's a block by
Block.
Martinez.
That
We
is
still
a-
got a player down. Get the ball out.
Referee.
Get the
They
ball
won't
out.
They got to carry on playing.
These
They
are
have to
not
carry on playing.
ratings.
I don't know
To be
who's
fair,
down.
they're not
Who's
going to
down?
put it out. Why would they put it out? Here's Gundogan. Gundogan this time blocked again.
Ref, you're not
Wow,
going to blow the
the
De
whistle.
Bruyne. Oh.
Do you know what De Bruyne said? De Bruyne said, look, there's a player on the floor. I might as well go for a shot.
Yeah, but the thing is, we can't complain for that. They're not going to put, unless
No,
it's
of
a
course
head
not, of
injury.
course not. Who is
United
that down
wouldn't.
there?
Is it Varane?
So I sent that back. That's
Oh, that's Varane.
If I was a ref, I'd get off me. You didn't start the game.
Oh, he's holding his head, in fairness.
De Bruyne is so cheeky.
I think he might be holding his head.
Oof.
If he is holding his head, that's a disgrace, referee.
Yeah, that is bad.
But look how much space Grealish has. I mean, it gets out to him luckily anyway. This could have been a penalty. Look, he hangs his leg out. Oh,
That is
Dalot
a
got
block.
away with it so much.
We're gonna have to do something about that. There's gonna have to be a tactical
Literally.
change, and it's Varane that's down. Don't really like to see that.
Bring on Lindelof. Way.
Literally,
In a weird way, if it's a head injury, I'd rather it be a head injury than muscle, ligaments, knee, hamstring, calf, whatever.
Man, if
I'll have a
Varane's
sore
down,
head.
we've just been.
I'm not going to lie, I think this is the perfect time for me to go.
Yeah.
Is that cool?
Yeah. Just make sure you go take your mic off there.
Yeah, I'll mute it.
I mean, are they saying what is actually the issue with Varane? It's his ankle.
Oh no!
That's nasty.
That's a bad one.
His ankle looks like it's just like turned the wrong way round. Oh.
I don't know if he's going to be able to continue. That's
Literally. I
Yeah.
mean, literally, it turned around the wrong way. That was
yeah.
rough.
That is going to feel horrible to walk on immediately.
Yeah. Maguire in the stands. Well, he's not in the squad. Don't worry, DJ. He's not in the squad. Of course, he's
thank God.
injured.
No,
What do you reckon
not
he's
thank
thinking?
God he's injured.
What do you
Not thank
think? What
God
do you
he's
think
injured.
he's thinking?
probably
Old Harry.
think-
Okay,
probably
they
thinking,
need me.
yeah.
They need me.
Yeah, they need
They
me.
need me.
Yeah.
Come on.
Because those ankle ones are sore.
Come
You ever
on.
rolled your ankle, and now look,
Right, it's a corner for City. Ball whipped in.
Haaland's going up.
Oh,
Go.
wait. Oh, is it given? It's been given. It's been given.
given.
It's been given. It's
I told-
2-0.
I
Oh,
watched
for
him.
goodness
I watched
sake,
him.
man!
I
It's Haaland.
I
Haaland
watched
with the
Haaland. I
header.
watched his movement. I watched what he did. All power.
Oh, this is the thing. If I tell you what, if Christian Eriksen's marking Erling Haaland from a pissing corner
I
again,
don't
Is that what
understand
happened?
it. I don't
scored
understand
from a corner.
it.
It was goal line technology. Give it.
It was all power. Like just watched him. I didn't even watch him take the. I just
Yeah,
watched-
Eriksen's on flipping
so
Haaland,
much
bro.
power. It's just that shouldn't be happening.
But what is the sense in that?
That shouldn't be happening. Yeah, it's over the line.
No, but help me understand, because I'm a man of logic. What manager would say Eriksen, the smallest man in our team,
And you know
potentially
what?
go on Haaland?
And there'll be people that will say, "Oh, but Varane was off the pitch. He was marking him the last set piece."
Yeah.
Literally. That is so shit.
So what, is Varane actually off?
He's off for a minute. I think he's getting his off.
So was even a man down as well?
But no, this is the thing, because again, that wouldn't even have been a thing where it's like Varane was marking Haaland, was it? Because we saw that earlier on.
Yeah.
Why on earth do you have Christian Eriksen marking the biggest and most powerful and strongest guy on the pitch? That is ridiculous.
And that was all power,
that is ridiculous. Whoever's setting that up, and even to be fair, even if it's the players, if I'm Christian Eriksen, I look around and say, can I swap?
Of course,
can I swap?
100%.
Because I'm meant to be marking Erling effing Haaland from a corner.
No, that make no sense.
Oh, absolute rubbish. You got to call it how it is. United have been terrible.
Terrible today.
Absolutely terrible. Do something then, Sancho. That honestly, that corner has pissed me off so much because that is rubbish. That is just poor organisation. You were asking for trouble there.
Yep.
Varane, thankfully, is back on the pitch. How long he lasts, we don't know.
Bro.
He's got to run it off.
Nearly 35 minutes gone. Manchester City 2, United 0, and fair enough. United have been rubbish. They've been awful.
Terrible for half of football. Ten Hag's got a lot of decisions to make once they go in.
It's true. Haaland's not even been in the team, and then boom.
We've got we've got 10 minutes to get to half time.
Let's make it 2-1. You see that run?
Look. Just puts us on.
Good.
See, that's it. Win it back.
We're doing a lot of Hail Mary football. This isn't what Ten Hag wanted us to do. I'm telling you, this wasn't what we planned or drilled.
Here's Eriksen. All hours as well. Eriksen's been rubbish.
Yeah.
And not that anyone's been particularly good, it must be said, but no one can pass a ball. It's actually shocking. Bruno.
There's no one.
No one wants to be brave to take their fullback on.
We've been so disjointed.
Is Anthony. See, there was a run there made by
I know,
Bruno.
do you know what I mean? And he does fourth back, and then pass it.
Dallo.
See, you're just watching us. They're like, yeah, have it then.
What now? Because they'll be like, well, we're 2-0 up. Well, they'll pick us off now. Now United.
Watch your run.
But this is the thing as well. Like, you're 2-0 down, so now you're happy to have the ball.
Now you have to play, yeah.
Now you're happy to pass the ball properly or whatever. Like, deal with pressure. Pressurising moments. Can't deal with it.
Watch that run.
Too much.
Too much.
It's just
too much.
Too much.
And then that's our right back all the way up there, and then boom. That Eriksen on Haaland.
Pep's just built. This is a team that gets backed. They make the right decisions.
Oh, there's just so much space for Grealish now. Absolutely. He's got honestly so much space. He's going to give it to De Bruyne.
Let me pass it to De Bruyne.
Foden's on for him if he wants it. Ball into the box. Haaland back post. It's 3-0. That is so easy. So easy. It is ridiculous. Manchester United have completely collapsed once again. This is what I was worried about. I said it earlier on. What happens if you go 1-0 down? This team has collapsed. They are fragile. They can't handle it. Any bit of pressure, done. That takes the piss. How on earth does Jack Grealish get that amount of time? He basically could run the whole pitch. Nobody's going near him. The setup, the composure, the pressure, the ability to handle any of it is gone. Absolutely awful. United look shell-shocked now. They've looked shell-shocked from the opening minute. What have we done? Look at this. How much space has he got? Look how much room he has. That's Jack Grealish. That's a £100 million player. Gives it to De Bruyne. Look how much room Foden's got.
Look at that ball.
Ball in. It's a great ball in. I mean, it's an unbelievable
This is why
ball.
Haaland scores goals. He's got De Bruyne.
There's no doubt about that. You can't question the quality of the ball or the finish. But what you can question is how on earth is Jack Grealish got that amount of time in the midfield? Absolutely awful. I mean, it's a great ball, great finish. Can't criticise that. That's world class. That's why Kevin De Bruyne is one of the best players in the world.
And De Bruyne has done that pass 100 times over in the Premier League.
That's why Haaland's going to score all of his goals. He's going to get that kind of service. But again, you look back to how does it start off? Us giving the ball away, us being poor, and giving someone like Jack Grealish all of that room. Make them run again, Eric, because they seem to have forgotten. They seem to have forgotten. Only one team's playing in a Manchester derby today. It's 3-0 and it's not even half time.
And look, they have the ball again.
Brentford was bad. This could be worse. Let's be honest. This could be way worse.
Yeah. If City really want to turn
Brentford. This is Man City, but still, this is terrible.
Listen, I'm doing big boy changes, yeah?
Bro, what are you doing?
I'm bringing on Martial. I'm bringing on Casemiro. I might even bring on Ronaldo if I need to. We need to get a... He's going to shoot.
Bruno has a shot.
I mean, that's our first shot on target. We might as well have one.
Too late. It's too late, man.
Myron with the super chat says, I thought this was Ten Hag's winning team. Well, it's not anymore, is it? Clearly.
Yeah, I think after this game, he's going to have to...
Yeah. Which is...
If United get anything out of this game, a draw, a win, that is a miracle. Literally a miracle. I'm not afraid to say it. That's a miracle.
Well, if we get anything out of this game...
Yeah, it's a miracle.
Mate, game's over. We've lost.
It'd be a miracle if we did. But I'm just saying now, he's going to have to really rethink that team. Because if that's your best team, and we're getting trounced 3-0, that's not the final score, by the way.
And again,
I think they'll add to it.
And again, like I said before, like I wouldn't honestly, and I know it's still got like 60 whatever minutes to play, but I wouldn't have minded if like we lost today, but we played all right. But again, it's the same old story. This performance, it's exactly the same as last season when we went to the Etihad. Just complete collapse, no, devoid of any form of quality. Some of those players are world class. We've seen it. Varane's off.
Bye-bye.
Varane's off, he's injured, Lindelof's coming on. Now, in fairness, that could just be to protect Varane because Ten Hag's gone, I tell you what, game's off. Game's over. No point playing. No point playing now.
Yeah.
But talk about absolutely catastrophic for Manchester United.
I think Walker ain't going to continue either.
And a real reality check. Again, we talk about Ten Hag has had reality checks, Brighton, Brentford. This is another one where you look at these players and go, oh, right, I remember. This was the Foden goal. Look how much space he's in. Honestly, that is so basic. Look at this corner. You've got Haaland being marked by Christian Eriksen.
I'm not going to lie. I feel like most of the goals have come from Eriksen's position.
All of them, in
First
fairness.
one, Eriksen not having Foden. Second one, Eriksen being on Haaland.
It was the similar thing with, was it Brentford?
Yeah.
That they kept targeting Eriksen every time he would collect the ball. I think it was Brentford. Yeah.
In fairness, all of the goals you could argue actually have been actually avoidable. I mean, obviously, even that third one there, it's a great ball by De Bruyne. Kyle Walker's come off, Sergio Gomez is on. Even that third goal, it's a great ball by De Bruyne, a great finish, but you then trace it back just 5 seconds before and you say, well, Grealish has literally run the whole pitch. With not even like he's gone past 2 or 3 players, he went past no one. There was no one there.
Yeah. You know, I made a lot of fun about Jack Grealish, but today he's turning up. I made a lot of fun of him.
Game Fanatics, been a member for 2 months, says Varane's injured. Look at the way he's running. Varane's since come off. And Choco Pade's also been a member for 2 months. Says this is a much needed reality check. People been getting too comfortable. We're on a long journey back. Stay patient, guys. Well, look, we've got to stay patient. 100%. We said earlier on, didn't we, that today would be a reality check of where we are.
Yep, it's Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, he can't believe what he's saying. Casemiro's thinking, what have I got into?
They played the ball across the front of their box and we didn't even get the ball.
Oh, honestly, it's not been Christian Eriksen's day at all. De Bruyne is just literally taking the absolute piss. He's gone past him like he's not there and he's going to Haaland. Haaland's on a hat-trick, by the way. Haaland gives it to Grealish. They might be in again. Haaland, he should have scored. Oh, my goodness. Kevin De Bruyne just absolutely took the piss out of Christian Eriksen there. He ran the whole sideline. Look at it. It's past 3 players.
He's not the fastest player.
Honestly, and look how much space Grealish has again. What on earth is happening on that right-hand side? If I'm Dallo, I'm looking forward and saying, Anthony, where are you? Where are you? You tracking him back?
I haven't seen Anthony get back once. Such a great point.
I've not seen anything from Anthony. Nothing.
Yeah, he's been silent.
Sancho, nothing. Rashford, nothing. The whole team, nothing.
Absolute
Don't know
rubbish.
What to say, bruv. Go on, Rashford. Go forward. Give us something to bloody scream about.
Rashford.
Take a man on.
Give it back to Eriksen.
Just shoot.
There's Anthony.
Oh
but even that was like, it would have been an error. Oh, he hasn't. Here we go again. They're going to pick us off. They're picking us off on the counter-attack again.
Look, just pace and power.
Here's Haaland, cuts it back. He's going to be floored.
What?
I said this was going to be embarrassing.
Listen.
You could see it coming. You could literally see it coming. United have to be ripped apart.
That goal was dumb.
Men versus boys. And I tell you what's annoying as well. Before that, Eriksen goes to foul one of the players. He still can't even do that. Nobody can do anything.
No, 1-1 for that goal.
I said earlier as well, I just said it's going to be worse than Brentford because this is going to be even more humiliating because it's 4-0 at half-time again, by the way, again. It's happening again. And guess what? They're not going to take their foot off the gas now.
No.
This could get ridiculous.
But wait,
this could get 5, 6, 7, 8. How big can this go? How bad can United defend? Look at him. Malacia, what are you doing?
Foden,
get to him.
What happened
Get to him. How he's on the wrong side of you. He's on the wrong side of you and he's still managed to get in. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Absolute shit show for Manchester United. Absolute.
You got me on the wrong day.
Awful.
You got me on the wrong day, bro.
Phil Foden
What did you say before we started?
Phil Foden has.
Yeah, you got me on the wrong day.
No business. Phil Foden has no business getting to that ball. He should never, ever get to that ball. That is poor defending from everyone involved.
2 for Foden, 2 for Haaland.
And don't get me wrong. City have been excellent. They've been world class. But some of the defending and some of just the effort. There is no effort from Manchester United today. At least that's what we said. If we lose, show a bit of effort. They're showing Sir Alex in the crowd.
Look at Fergie. Oh, it hurts me. Look at him.
We've been absolutely schooled. Absolutely schooled.
Lord. Do you know, I've been good this week. I don't know what I've done to deserve this, man.
This is only going to get worse as well. This is not ending 4-0.
Well, when you got your left back doing this. What's he doing?
Well, we did say, didn't we, today would be an indication of where United are under Ten Hag. And the answer is we are miles off. Yeah. Nowhere near.
We're miles off.
Nowhere near.
That's a ball. Wow.
Good ball.
That is a ball.
Anthony. Rashford's in. Rashford's in. Cut it back.
He was cool.
But again, and you know what? That sums it up as well, doesn't it? That sums it up because we can't do one pass right today. Can't do it.
4-0. Lads, it is going to buckle up. I'm surprised these couches don't have any seat belts.
Do you know what?
Buckle up.
I just want to see what Ten Hag does at half time. Because I know he don't ramp. He needs to make 5 changes, bro.
Yeah, he's going to be fuming.
Here's Anthony. What are you going to do? Edge of the box, Eriksen.
Why isn't it?
Now these men that like shooting.
Bruno. Even every touch feels like it just pings off a United player, doesn't it? Eriksen.
Oh, what that was a ball, though.
And this is one of those situations, actually, if you are on the bench, like Ronaldo,
people leaving.
Wow. That is a disgrace.
Wow, half-time, fans are leaving the ground.
Let me ask you a question. So the players are leaving. Usually we've always got a reason. The Glazers, this, that, the other. What are we blaming now? You can't blame Ten Hag. This team's been winning the last 4 games.
Because what they're seeing is a team that is just getting thoroughly dominated, not really trying, or if they are trying, it's just not good enough. It's literally, you said it, men against boys. Men against boys football. And
so we could blame the players now wholeheartedly, yeah?
Yeah, this isn't on Ten Hag. He picked the best team that he would pick.
Well, and also I would think that pretty much every person, apart from maybe one player or whatever, would say that they would have wanted Ten Hag to pick that side today.
Yeah.
Because they've been winning.
Yeah.
What I've seen today is a group of players that, again, when just the slightest bit of pressure, completely fold. And I don't even mean when they went 1-0 down. I mean from the start, you had a group of players in Man City who knew they were going to win because they looked in their opponent's eyes and said, they don't fancy it.
Yeah.
That group of players do not fancy it today. I don't know, I don't want to say, it doesn't matter to or anything like that.
Look at this.
But now we've just completely fallen apart. Half-time, 4-0, and it's embarrassing. It's really, really embarrassing.
That's what it is. That is pure domination. Domination.
Put your hand down, bro.
And he will score again.
Haaland
will score again.
Oh, he's on a hat-trick, isn't he? He's on a hat-trick. He will get it. Let's be honest. He's getting that hat-trick.
He's an alien.
This will not end 4-0.
Yeah,
I almost guarantee it.
It will.
Because United... if they play like that the whole game, this could legitimately end like 7 or 8-0. I'm not even exaggerating.
Listen, just flood that midfield. Bring on Fred, Casemiro, David Beckham, Paul Scholes, Keane. We need all them, man, right now.
Honestly.
Yeah, and the pundits, we spoke about just before the game, the pundits were going to have a field day. They're going to have a field day.
And guess who's going to be the main culprit? Pogba.
It's his fault.
But even, to be fair, DJ, like even if you were, like, I say, a pundit, how do you even react to that? Because I don't even know if you can single out individuals, but it's almost not fair. The collective has been awful.
Yeah, it's just been
a sloppy all round.
Yeah.
I think if Ten Hag's smart, he's not going to individually say do. He'll blame the whole team. He'll make them all run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the minute he starts scrutinising individual players, that's when he's gonna. The vibe's gonna be different, man.
Yeah, and you know what? I think with Ten Hag coming into United. Us as fans are probably screaming at the screen like, they're all rubbish, get rid of them all. And he's done some good stuff with these players, but at the end of the day, there's going to be more games like this throughout the season where he gets to know these players and knows what they can and what they can't do. And, we spoke about United actually passing some of these tests we haven't passed that today because we're not going to win
And
this
also
game.
as well, this is the thing. Like again, I can look if you're 4-0 down at halftime in the Manchester derby because they played unbelievably well. They were brilliant, and you go, tell you what, they were too good. We couldn't get anywhere near them. That's fine, but City have been obviously very, very good. But you look at that United side. What 3 of those 4 goals, or even all 4 of them? You go defensively, shambolic. Absolutely shambolic. The setup from one of the corners, having Eriksen on Erling Haaland, having Jack Grealish just run around the pitch, doing nothing. If anything now, I look back on Dalot getting booked after 90 seconds ago, I rate it because it's the only time anyone put in an effing tackle. Yeah. When else did United put in a tackle that half? When did we string a pass together? You can't, in a derby, you can't be 4-0 down at half time because 4-0 down at half time is a lack of quality, but it's also a lack of effort. Yeah. It's a lack of care.
And you know what? You don't even look at it just as United playing City, so they're going to lose 4-0 or 5-0, whatever it is. As we saw at the start of the season, United, this is a trend now. When they get pressured, they capitulate. This is the same thing, and we knew that from last season. The only thing that's changed is a couple of new players have been brought in. There's a slight little bit of a mentality change, they're bringing something in. But at the end of the day, that core group, they capitulate. They capitulate when things get tough.
Let's get to these super chats. Billy Jones says, you guys forgot Ollie also had a winning streak and it didn't mean anything. Ten Hag cannot buy 80 million for Casemiro and not even play him. Troy Superstar, that confidence has dropped from Troy. Good. It says, apologies fans. Today we dropped 3 points today. We are still on course. A bit confused, TBH. I'm a bit confused at you, Troy, because 2-0 down, you were saying we're going to win the league and we were going to win today and you were enjoying the game. I hope you're not enjoying this anymore, Troy. Zayn Miassi says, back to reality, Owen. Anthony already a flop. That's harsh saying. I don't think Anthony's already stopped. But I agree with your first part. Back to reality. Back to reality massively with a cold hard slap to the face and a kick to the balls. Awful. Absolutely terrible. And Chris J says, Owen with the UV logo like the devil horns. Maleficent. Oh, yeah.
I mean, look. I mean, yeah, we played poor. But thank God it is Man City and not flipping Palace. Do you know what I'm saying? Or Leeds. Because then we would really be in the craps. But it's Man City, so you're like, oh, they are brilliant. But with, like you said, 3 goals are avoidable.
Just all of it's avoidable, and it's so. And I think the thing that disappoints me the most is just the lack of just effort or care. That's the thing. Again, I repeat myself, but if we lost today, and we are going to lose today, but if we lost today, but you go, United give it everything they had, but they haven't. It's like that's again like with Brentford. You go, well. Obviously, they're a lesser quality team massively than City, but there was no effort that day from Manchester. I'd love to know the running stats in that half again, because I guarantee they're probably on the same level as that Brentford game in terms of how much United have run, because it looked like a group of players that honestly couldn't be bothered. And if you can't be bothered in any Premier League game, you'll lose. But if you can't be bothered in a Manchester derby, you will get battered. And that's what's happened.
And it looks like Jekyll and Hyde from United. You know, Brentford was Hyde. No, which one's the nice guy? Guys, which one's the nice guy?
Hyde.
Mr. Hyde's the nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mr. Hyde, no, Dr. Jekyll for Brentford. And then Mr. Hyde for the rest of the games. Wait, hold on, guys.
Who gives a shit about Jekyll and Hyde? We're rubbish.
It's just Jekyll and Hyde performance.
Terrible.
Literally, look at this. Again, killing us with underlaps all the time. Like, I looked at City from a tactical perspective, and, you know, Pep has set them up to do amazing things. They do the inverted fullback thing, so we're going to see their fullbacks as auxiliary midfielders in the middle of the pitch, and that's how they are underlapping us all the time. Look, there you go, look.
First goal, honestly, it's ridiculous because, again...
No one goes up to him, look, no one goes up to him.
No one's going out to him, and he just walks in. Eriksen doesn't pick him up, and again, look, how much space does he have? He's already shouting for the ball before. He just walks past Eriksen like he's not there. That is so easy. It's so poor.
But then this is the thing, Eriksen's not a deep midfielder anyway. We've got a way with playing him there and it's been working. But he's not a CDM.
But then again, you look at this corner here.
Look, he just bullies him. Get him away.
But again, like Eriksen should never ever in a million years be on Erling Haaland at a corner. That is ridiculous. And I don't care if you're doing zonal. You go, okay, everyone sticks to their zone.
That's when you expect somebody in your team to step up. Like,
exactly.
Who wants that competition?
And out of our 2 midfielders that are sitting in there, that should be McTominay. From a physical standpoint, he matches up well.
Yeah, again, and I don't like. You might set up in a certain way in the week from corners. This is your zone. This is your zone. But again, you have to then, from a player's point of view, you have to then say, okay, no, I know we're meant to be setting up like this, but I'm switching. And this goal, look, obviously the third goal, unbelievable pass by Erling Haaland, by De Bruyne, great finish by Haaland. But if they took it back a little bit more, Jack Grealish runs the whole pitch. It's poor. Their fourth goal, it starts from us.
This one? Oh,
it starts from us.
No.
We're playing on the counter-attack, and somehow they beat us on the counter-attack. It's ridiculous. Look, it's just so easy.
Look at the
and
pass
again,
is unreal,
Malacia,
the pass
as
is
I mentioned,
unreal. That is an unreal pass.
It's an unreal pass, but again, Phil Foden has no business getting to that ball. Malacia should not let that ball be able to get past him. Should not let Foden get past him. It's poor. It's brilliant from City, but it's shambolic from United.
What are you saying? Bring on Roy Keane. He'll sort that midfield out.
Bring on Flex. He got the game.
Mate.
Has he got techers?
He's better than that.
Mate, I'll tell you what, yeah, Ten Hag is probably ripping lumps out of them in there. He's not
and I like that. I hope he is.
Well, I
embarrassing.
think you say that, but at this point, when you're 4-0 down,
what do you do?
You probably don't even have a massive go at this point because you want just to get through the game.
Yeah.
You probably just go, look, we've lost. Just get through the game, keep this second half 0-0, or win this half, and then after the game, that's when you shut the door and go, right, that was appalling.
Yeah.
You're back in training tomorrow again because your standards have slipped. And again, it's a reality check. A couple more super chats. David G says, this game is exposing the faults certain players have. We beat Arsenal, but technically it shows we're not there, and physically too, a long way to go.
knew that.
Jonathan Martinez says, why is Eriksen playing the McTominay role? Aminor says, Owen, where the F is our midfield and our press. A couple of those goals, they ran through the midfield like legitimately they were not there. It was insane.
People actually
and Troy Superstar says, St. June, patron saint for lost causes, we pray for goals. Troy's changed his tune massively. He's gone from we're winning the league to praying to St. Jude, the patron saint of lost causes.
Well,
oh my gosh.
do you not think maybe the international break has disrupted?
Yeah, it's disrupted everybody though. It doesn't look like it's affected City that much.
Even so, you could argue, okay, that's fine for you don't start the game properly or you're off it for a little bit, but that's 45 minutes of nothingness, and that's not international break. That's just not being up for it. That's just, we spoke about individual duels, not won a single one. Passing has been awful.
Non-existent.
Absolutely.
Non-existent passing.
Absolutely awful passing. Again, I'd love to know the distance covered. I'd love to know how many successful passes we completed, because in every single category you could name, pick a category, we lost it.
Oh yeah.
Even, technical, physical.
Picking the ball out the goal.
Yeah, exactly. Putting the ball in the net. Yeah. We lost that. The only one, like you said, we won is actually that we picked the ball out of the net 4 times more than them. That's it.
Do you know what? I'll take that.
Yeah. Small victories.
Lord, I just don't know what to say.
Well, it's usually, when United do this to us, we actually start talking about, what do you eat for breakfast?
Yeah.
Right, that's the thing. I've not been eating today as well.
Yeah, eating today.
I've just got my water.
Water.
So I'm feeling a bit like, ugh.
I'm trying to do the healthy thing. Fruits, water. I'm trying to, do all of that now. I've been binge eating, which ain't good. So, yeah.
I just feel sick.
You feel sick?
No, I do feel a bit funny.
I just feel sick.
I feel sick physically, emotionally, spiritually, after watching that just awful first half performance.
You just knew when it went 1-0. You knew, here we go.
The thing is,
I didn't know.
We've seen so many Manchester derbies. I feel like that first Foden goal, I've seen that a million times in Manchester derbies. That one where it's just cut back, put in the goal, and where at City as well, they score, but the away fans are there, so there's no real reaction from the people. I've seen that goal a million times. I'm sick of it. I am so sick of it.
And this is the thing, all of City's goals today are goals that they will score every other game. It's their style of play.
Nothing exceptional other than that De Bruyne pass, but they do it all the time.
Yeah. The Haaland pass was amazing. De Bruyne's pass amazing, and that shows you the difference. Their team in the final third, when it comes to end product, they hit the nail on the head every single time.
I'm happy if they do that, and we were putting everything into it, and we were aggressive, and they were doing that. You'd go, I tell you what, they're just too good. Hold your hands up. But I'm so disappointed with their attitude. I'm so disappointed with their just lack of any kind of effort, and I'm really disappointed with the lack of quality. In games like this, you need to show your qualities, you need to show what you're capable of, and what they've actually shown today is they're not capable of nothing. Absolute, it's okay, great, you can beat Leicester away from home, Southampton away from home. When the games where it matters, when it really matters, and granted, we did that against Liverpool and Arsenal, great, that's at home, but away from home against big teams in the Premier League, you got to show something. And if we'd have lost today 1-0, 2-0, but we put a shift in, I'd go fair enough. But 4-0 at half-time is just unacceptable. I don't care how good City are or how bad United are, 4-0 at half-time is appalling.
If the second half was just doing madness and final score 4-4.
We smoking crack, literally. 4-4.
I said it would have to take a miracle.
Listen, I believe in Jesus, you know.
Listen, Jesus best come and play himself on the pitch if we're going to have any chance.
In the form of Ronaldo, yeah?
I'm telling you now, United are done. And the only thing that, what we're going to have to play for now is to manage the game. Like, imagine, these players are so demoralised. There is no game to play for. The game's done. So
do you know why they're
demoralised?
demoralised?
To do is to take part.
Do you know why they're demoralised? This is a different thing. They're demoralised because they care. Do you understand? They genuinely care. And they're losing because they're losing to a better team. They've not been up to scratch. So they're all going to be demoralised. There once was a time when United players would be down and out, but they just don't care. And that's a worse position to be in. I'm not being optimistic, but yeah, they'll be demoralised. They care. They'll be kicking themselves and they'll want to do better. So with that being said, I'm expecting to see a better second half.
I'll be honest with you. I don't even see these guys being able to pick themselves up to score a goal. That's how down they are. We're not gonna score. It's gonna be.
We've got how many subs left? We've got 4 subs left because Varane's already come off, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Casemiro's got to come on.
You got to bring him on. Bring on Ronaldo. And
do you think Ronaldo's gonna want to come into this game 4-0 down?
I hear you.
He's gonna look at 10 and be like,
but what? You keep him on the bench?
I mean, at this point, try anything in it.
Exactly.
See what sticks.
And again, look, who have we got next? We've got a Europa League game next, Armenia, and then Everton. And look, we could just so easily win those games, but it doesn't change the fact that, again, you look at today and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing.
This is a stain right now on the season. This is a big stain on the season.
And what actually really does concern me, to be honest, is that because we've seen it earlier on in the season, like collapses against
when
Brentford.
we lose
like, we've got this in our locker. Like, how fragile is that?
4-0.
It's literally just, we'll concede a goal. If we concede first, we lose 4-0 away from home. That is crazy. It's the fact that it's the beginning of October and we've gone into 2 games already, 4-0 down at half time, is nuts. That is insane.
When you break it down like that, I didn't want to hear that.
That is insane.
But that's such a key thing because that just shows you character of these
fragility.
These
just oh my, like full on, like special China settings. Like don't touch it, it'll break.
Don't touch it, please.
Yeah. Oh.
4-0.
And you know what's really frustrating as well, as I spoke before the game started about last night about those positive stuff that was coming out and kind of stuff, it's just evaporates, it's just gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
That's why when it is going well, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Hold on to it because it won't last. Oh.
Arsenal fans.
Well, even now the Arsenal fans, we're not in the position. What are we in the position to give? We're not in the position to give. Super chat from Troy once again says, guys, remember what I said, we're winning the league. Oh, jeez. Today we take an L. Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal will help us by doing a job on City, no panic.
That corner's
Troy.
just a joke.
Be sure to smash a like on the like button as well, guys. Be sure to subscribe button right hand corner. Let's see how many likes we're on at the moment. We've got nearly 1,500 people watching and we're less than 500 likes. Let's get to 500.
Shaw's coming on.
Luke Shaw's coming on.
I understand.
And be sure to vote for us in the Football Content Awards. Voting closes a week today. So be sure to vote for us there. Links in the video description. It's also pinned in the live chat as well. Shaw on for Malacia.
Is that it?
Well, I think maybe, again, that last goal, particularly the Foden one, maybe Ten Hag's looked at that and just gone, unacceptable off. Yeah. Because, again, Foden, it's a great ball, but there's no business Foden beating Malacia there. But we're off second half, Manchester City 4, Man United 0. I'm dreading this second half now. This could be really bad.
This is like a cat that plays with a ball of yarn. That's what this is right now. Just slaps it about.
You know what?
You try and get the yarn, they'll scratch you in the face.
Put it this way, Ten Hag's definitely said something to him, so let's see if we see something.
QQ with the super chat says the butcher getting butchered. I don't even know if Martinez has played that
let's
well.
Not do that.
I thought Martinez actually at certain points has done a couple of good blocks and has actually done a couple of good switches.
And McTominay, Not like we're trying to say these players are balled out, but they've had some important blocks.
Honestly. Right, come on, United. Let's just focus on this as a second half. Go back to the overall performance. Oh, they've given it away already.
You're lying.
Foden shoots, saves by David De Gea.
You
This
are
could
flipping
be.
joking,
This
man.
could literally be anything. I am not exaggerating. This could be anything at this point.
These lot are comical, man. They're actually comical.
We're not
They're
even
a
60
joke.
seconds into the second half. They've already had a shot on target. Oh, Dallo just gets the ball there.
I don't know what he did.
My goodness.
Anthony, do something, bruv. You're Brazilian and you're doing all this faffing about.
And again, I would, if I was Dallo in that first half, I'd look at Anthony and say, like, why are you not back
Why are
with
you
me?
not coming back?
Why are you not
100%.
back with me? Grealish absolutely
That was
rinsed
a
me.
beautiful pass by Martinez.
Right, come on then, United. Do something in the second half. It's Bruno.
Where's the runs? There's
Keep
no
it simple.
movement. There's not.
Rashford on your toes. We need everyone on their toes.
I would have put Martial on personally.
Actually, you know what I was just about to say? I actually wouldn't at this point. Because if you're coming back from an injury, I'd say don't even bother going on for that
Nah,
half.
he. No,
No, honestly, don't bring him on. Why? If it was iffy anyway,
Yeah,
I'd go,
yeah.
don't even bother. Game's over.
Yeah.
Bit like with Varane. You go, he's injured a little bit, take him off.
Look, you can't pick that out.
That's a good pass. Well done, Bruno. Go on then, do something with it. Dallo. See, where was this? You can do this when you're 4-0 down.
Take him on. Take him
Here's
on.
Take him on.
Anthony.
Do not go back.
Go to the line.
He goes back every time.
McTominay.
Lindelof, 'cause that's who we want there.
Step forward, Martinez. Does well,
lovely.
actually. Good
Lovely.
pass
But
to
who's in the
Sancho.
box? Who's in the box though? Where's our number 9? Who's in the
Come on,
box?
man. Come on, Sancho.
Get the corner.
Woo. Lucky.
Put
Who's in
ball
the box
There's no
though?
one in there.
I actually feel a little bit bad for Martinez, it must be said. You know, we were just saying, actually, a couple of times in the first half, his passing was all right and a couple of decent blocks. He still looks to be our best player.
Yeah.
By far.
By quite far, yeah.
Yeah.
Best player on the pitch.
Dallo.
Do you know what
Turn
annoys
out
me though? We
Anthony.
don't have a striker in the box. Say we want to just put a cross in there or something.
We're just playing in front of him. We're not threatening him.
Yeah, nothing. Them man are calm.
Well, they're waiting for us to give the ball away, aren't they? Yeah. And then they'll just pick us off.
This
It's
Anthony.
Anthony,
brother, just looks like he's he's not doing nothing.
Well, you know, new player to the league. I'll
Yeah, but
give
you
him
wanna
that.
see some-
I'll give him that. I
Be
will give him
direct
that.
and be progressive.
Second ball's
Right,
get
go on
there.
then.
Go.
Now you've got to make the right pass. How long are you going to take?
Oh my God.
Make the right pass.
Ericsson
This is
is
bad,
having
like-
a stinker.
Do you know what
today,
though?
an
He's not had a bad
absolute
game
stinker.
for us, so fair enough. This is his
Yeah,
first
but this is
bad
the
game.
time to have it, isn't it, Louis? Manchester Derby 4-0 down. This is the time to have one. He is having it. Zayd Miasi with a super chat says, why doesn't Lissandro apply to be a butcher at Tesco? He would do a better job.
Hey, that's funny, Zayn. I'll give you that.
Hey,
Oh
Tesco
my
got some
God.
good cold cuts.
Bloody
Thrown to
hell.
United.
Look at that. And we saw Eriksen in the final third with the ball. You're thinking, yeah, just play it through. He stumped. It's just a bad day of
But
football.
also as well, just to think about the drop-off. Like,
Yeah.
United, it's not as if the last 5 or 6 weeks we've been playing badly. We've been playing good. Just the drop-off in quality. How quickly we revert to type is incredible.
Yep.
I really did I thought we were past that kind of, you know what I mean? I thought we'd kind of overcome that little bit of just
I thought that was
fragile.
gone.
But it's just revert to type.
Yep. Every time we think we've turned the corner, we do the same thing. It happens all the time. And it just begs the question, have we truly turned any corners? Have we?
I mean, there's been progress, but you're still going to be challenged. It's not like we'll never lose again.
Yeah, but it's the manner.
It's the
in which
manner of
we're
it. That,
losing
again,
yeah.
that's the point. Is that if we had, again, I say it, if we'd have lost this game 2-0, but we'd played okay, or even if we lost 3-0, but you got to tell you, I don't know how they won 3-0. We put in a good game, but we haven't. We haven't done anything.
And that's a horror show waiting. Lindelof up against Haaland. Oh my
Do you know,
gosh.
I actually listened to something yesterday and I said, in terms of pecking order, you've got Varane Martinez, and then because he's captain, surely Harry Maguire's next, then Lindelof. But I actually said Lindelof could be a Ten Hag type of defender in the sense of he's good with his feet, do you know what I mean? And other attributes that he's got. But he's not going to get looking really.
Yeah,
Unless,
he's a good sort of like, if you want to look at profile to take Varane's place.
Yeah.
As you've seen today. But oh my God, look at this.
They're just
Is
running
that their
through
centre
us.
back?
Yeah.
Akanji, I think that was his.
Now here we
Grealish
go, here's
again.
the
Oh,
overlap.
they're 2-on-1. They're 2-on-1 against
And
Dallo.
that's just not fair.
And again, but like Anthony's flailing his arms there. Get back in, support your right back. It's so easy. How much space? Like their centre back, that's twice this happened as well. They scored one of the goals in the first half when Aki just walked through.
Let's see if they've learned. Who is on Haaland? Have they learned?
I'll tell you what, if it's Christian Eriksen to get on Erling Haaland.
Well, it is.
It is.
Look.
Oh my God. It
Or is that Luke
It's
Shaw?
Luke Shaw.
Oh, okay, cool.
Is there much
Yeah, I
difference?
think he switched.
Is there much difference? So, Shaw's not the biggest guy. Ball in.
Oh no, the aiming
Headed
for him as
away.
well.
Lindelof, I think it was this
Win
time.
it? Hey.
Well done, Anthony.
Right, Anthony,
Sancho.
go.
Pass it, pass it, pass it. Just pass
But
it.
no one's telling him. Talk
Just
to him.
pass it,
Why
man.
didn't- Maybe he didn't hear the call.
Has Sancho done anything today? Literally. What has Sancho done today?
Not much.
Oh.
Better off putting Elanga in right now. Might as well.
It's funny, I got a message from Flex. This was at 3-0, and he just said, wow, wow, wow. And no, Varane injured. And then obviously we conceded another one.
You've got space. Let's exploit it now.
A bit of space to go into
Just
then.
got to be more direct. Come on.
Shaw cuts back.
So
They
with-
just look so out of any ideas or confidence, don't they?
Yeah.
Honestly.
Rashford. Taking too many
Rashford,
touches. He's taking too many touches. You could have just played that.
But why is he even trying to do this? I'm going to drop deep like you got ball like that. Just be on their shoulder.
Yeah. Should have just one touch.
Am I not right in saying as a defender, as a centre back, when you got someone quick who's constantly on your shoulder, it's annoying.
Yeah.
Stay on their
4-0.
shoulder. Don't drop deep and try and link up play, bro. You can't do that, man.
I bet they're centre back. I bet they can't believe it. I bet honestly they're like, yeah. Every time we drop them forward, they just give the ball away.
Exactly.
I bet they can't believe it.
I like winning. So if I was in that position, I would have thrown a wobbly. I would have broke something. I'm telling you now, because that performance is just not it. This performance is terrible.
Absolutely shocking. And even when we have the ball like this,
We're not doing anything with it. We're not doing
Movement.
anything
Where's the
good.
movement? Look, Rashford, get in between the two centre backs. Look at that space. He's dropped deep and then run there.
Rashford.
Left foot. Have you got a left foot though?
give it.
Who's in the box?
Sure.
Who's in the box?
Where's the
Who's in the
overlaps?
box?
Eriksen, Sancho.
It's just all sideways. Take him on. You got to take him
Anthony.
on. He's gonna go back, obviously.
Dallo.
Left foot.
Eventually it's going to lead to a
No one's
shot.
got a left foot.
Sure.
You had Rashford had a chance to bang it and Dallo, but
Oh, what a first
gonna-
time.
it's gonna be a
Direct.
counter-attack.
Look, that's two players against what, 6 or whatever it is, or 5. Sorry.
Honestly. It's like though, when you don't have it on the edge of the box there, it's like City, they go, you're not going to score.
Yeah, you're not gonna shoot.
And the players, and even the United players go, you're not going to score.
but imagine that City. It would be
Mutual
Bernardo,
agreement.
Mahrez.
Yeah.
By mutual
Yeah,
agreement.
they're like, we're not going to score. Eventually they're going, try have a shot, because eventually someone will have a shot, go over or whatever.
No
Honestly,
one's have a bang, bruv.
it's so easy. Billy Jones says Casemiro should focus on the World Cup. Joke club. Mate, if it was some of the players, you probably didn't even want to come on into this at this point.
I know, innit?
It's just, and I guess the frustrating thing as well for Ten Hag, it's just right back to the drawing board again. You feel like you're making a bit of progress, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Paula Abdul settings, that's a reference. It's a great song as well. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. No?
No. Oh man, this is so painful.
You know it's bad when you sing Paula Abdul.
City always do this to us as well, man. They always just do this.
What was the score last season?
Now I'm depressed for the whole week. I'm depressed.
4-1 City. It was basically the same game last season. Ten Hag's flailing his arms, he's pissed. Not surprised. Casemiro, Ronaldo warming up.
Who comes off for Casemiro? McTominay?
Nah.
Maybe McTominay.
Maybe Eriksen.
Yeah, maybe just completely shut up shop. You know, trying to pass it out from the back. Martinez surrounded by blue shirts. But I'm like, I tell you what. It's decent by De Gea.
That's
Dallo.
okay.
But this is what's annoying. So it's like, okay, decent passes now or whatever. But
yeah,
it's too
you
late.
don't- Yeah, it's too late. It's
Look
too
at
late.
Fernandes on Rashford. You should be turning on your heels.
I can't be overstated just how bad United were on the ball in the first.
Turn.
Yeah.
Rashford. Space.
What does this mean for Malacia at the moment then?
I don't know. I mean, Ten Hag will be surely after the game. Switch.
Lovely. Get inside.
Go on,
Where's the
Anthony,
run?
do
On the
something
cor-
with it. Do something. Pass it. That's a shot.
Okay, he deserves that.
It's too late. It's too
I
late.
mean,
But that was
I mean, it's way too late and good
too
because
late.
he's been awful in
He's
this
been
game.
awful in this
But
game.
what a goal that is! That is outrageous.
But do you know what? Do you remember that time before when we was on this right-hand side and nobody wanted to shoot with their left?
Look.
He's the only person who could cut in and do that.
Wow.
Naughty.
That's a wonder goal.
That is
in a
an
sense.
unbelievable.
That's amazing.
That is an unbelievable goal.
We just need him to do it 3 more times.
Yeah, exactly. But that is like, if anything, that is how United are going to score today. Is like wonder goal.
Oof. What a goal.
Unbelievable.
Beautiful.
Well, I mean, I did say 4-4.
I didn't even think we was going to score. So.
4-1. Manchester United get a goal back. It's an absolute screamer from Anthony. Press it back. Just obviously, look, we're not going to come back in this half, but you would say like.
Look how much composure.
But you would say,
Oh,
look,
what's
they're
happening?
rattled.
What are you gonna do?
They're rattled a little bit. I said, show a bit of fight. You know,
Rashford's never trying to win that header.
Just keep the ball. We
do
just
something.
have to keep the ball now.
Do something. And look, if you do get a second goal quickly, anything's possible. It's not going to happen, but you would say just, you know, wake up a little bit.
I'm still making changes.
Have some professional pride. You know, that's what it's got to be.
In the first 20 minutes, we saw a few times Fernandes tried to make that pass to get Rashford through. We haven't done it since.
Go on, Shaw.
We're not trying to do that through ball. Just bring Ronaldo on and put some balls in the box.
Manchester United seemingly have woken up after 57 minutes and going 4-0 down. About time.
Oh, man. We was just giving him a head start.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you have to give credit to Anthony. It's an outrageous goal.
Outrageous goal.
It's ridiculous. Did somebody say Moments FC? Because that's literally what that is.
Do you remember we was living like that? Like
Yeah.
was that 2 seasons ago?
Yeah.
Like last season. That was like 2 seasons ago now.
Winning the second half 1-0.
Listen, bring on Ronaldo, man.
Man, come on.
You
man.
take off Sancho.
I think you know what? We owe it to ourselves to try and give them a scare at least. Let's try and scare them at least.
Let's set a bit of professional pride.
Yeah.
But
come.
even scoring the goal is somewhat frustrating because again, you go back to that first half and go, well, where was that?
Yeah.
Like, where was that? I mean, it's a wonder goal, but taking a shot
I think
on.
Anthony's been playing extremely safe.
Yeah, he has been.
Too safe. Far too safe.
Here's Grealish again, one-on-one with Dalot. He's going to beat him again.
We'll have that.
I'll tell you what, Jack Grealish has got the beating of Diogo Dalot
he has.
all
Easily.
day.
Easily.
All day.
Martial, okay.
Here are the subs.
No, not Rashford.
Yeah, I think,
No, no,
he was always going to play.
He was only going to play
yeah,
45 or
play
just
for-
yeah,
yeah.
Oh, well, that's
60.
why then.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, it's good to have him back though.
Anthony Martial on.
Casemiro for who? Ericsson.
Is it Ericsson?
He might,
I mean,
he might
that's
go McTominay.
what I would do.
Who's it going to
Probably
be?
will go.
Yeah, McTominay. Like for like then, pretty much.
I hear that, but
McTominay off, Casemiro on, Martial on for
Is this
Rashford.
the game where now we're seeing
Well, I would.
the next
I would
phase
thi-
of the 11
I
take
would.
shape?
I was going to say. I would think that logically you would say the next game, certainly the Europa League game, Casemiro will start. But the next Premier League game, Casemiro absolutely has to be in the conversation to start, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Because he's been poor. Never.
How does Ronaldo feel? He's not part of that. He's not part of it. How does Ronaldo feel? He's not part of it. Still no Cristiano Ronaldo.
His face is still.
He-
He's still got,
he
black,
looks-
he's still got the black eye, hasn't he? Because he got absolutely smashed in the face
Yeah.
on international duty, didn't he?
oh, did he?
Yeah. Got his face all cut up. But 60 minutes nearly gone, 4-1.
can't-
Ake just going past
come on.
players. He
Why
did
we
this in the
allowing-
first half as well.
Right, let's play. He's out of position. Come on. Keep the ball, guys. That was a simple pass. You had like, what, 5 players around you?
Is Gundogan. You just can't. Well, Erling, you can't let Erling Haaland turn like that.
Yeah.
Here's Grealish again.
He's gonna.
Oh,
He's done it.
literally Casper. I didn't block in the end. I don't know if I've actually seen Jack Grealish have this good a game for Man City, and I don't
This
know
is
if it's
his best
because Grealish is playing really well and Dallow's or that right hand side's been rubbish. But I think to be fair, you would say that Grealish has
No,
played
Grealish has played
unbelievably
very
well.
Yeah, he's played well. Yes.
Do you know what? I'm cold, but I also want to cover up this Man United t-shirt right now. Until it's 4-4.
4-4.
There's
How's his dad? Yeah. Haaland's dad.
Is it?
Haaland,
Yeah.
yeah.
Infamously
Corner.
or famously, however you want to put
Luke
it.
Shaw's on
injured by
Haaland
Joaquin.
this time. Ball into the box.
How?
Flick back in.
No way.
Oh,
No way. No way.
Deal with it.
Who wants it, boys? Who wants it?
I tell you what, honestly,
Oh, thank
just even like a corner, we just look completely at 6s and 7s,
That's
don't
Anthony running. Woo.
Go on, go on.
Oh. There's your Bernardo Silva there. They're just skipping past him. Look how much room he's got. I'm so deflated, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
it's
all
ridiculous.
City have done and goes, oh, what, you lot scored? You're getting excited? No,
Yeah,
gets the ball back.
there you go. Well, they wanted maybe us to score just to have something to do. You know?
They're big brother on us right now.
Yeah. Grealish plays a 1-2 with Bernardo
Come
Silva.
on, get it. Come on, nice.
Right, counter-attack's
Sancho.
on. What can you do with it? Sancho,
Yeah, go. He's going for the run. Come on.
Bruno, Casemiro, that's a good
Lovely.
pass.
Yeah.
I don't think he meant it.
Sure.
No overlaps. Where's the
Good thing about Shaw, he
where's our
does get
wingers?
over, whereas Malacia comes in.
Yeah, Malacia goes inverted.
Centre
fullback.
mid, yeah, whereas Shaw likes to get down.
Who was that?
Martinez gave the ball away. That is the story of the game. United giving the ball to City.
I mean, again, you're happy that Anthony scored, because apart from that, he did nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. And it's frustrating with him because the one time he does take a bit of a risk, he scores.
He scores.
There were so many times in the first half and in the second half where you feel like he's one-on-one and the defender's saying, go on, take me on. And he would go, nah, I'll cut back inside and give it back.
Wait, I can't see Martial.
And Martial's quite deep,
He's on
actually.
the left.
Anthony's,
He's on the left. Yeah,
he's on the left.
Yeah.
Not Anthony
So
up
what have
top.
they switched to then?
I think the same formation. I just think Anthony's playing.
Oh, there you go, yeah. Man, honestly, 62 minutes
That's
gone.
it. Someone get.
4-1.
That's exactly what we
Oh,
want.
come on, ref, man.
No, that's good. Kick him.
Yeah, come on. No. That's.
Well, look, it's going to be a long season for Manchester United. Every day's a school day. You learn more about your players. You learn more about big moments, pressure.
Look what they do. They just.
And it certainly is a reality check of where we are, which is nowhere near. And to be fair, you could argue, with City, certainly, I don't think actually in their first few Premier League games they really even got to full.
It's over.
Here's a Haaland.
Yeah, and you know that is again when he was at Dortmund. That is his trademark.
Yeah,
The run from the
easy.
outside, the curve his run. They play it through the underlap, and he gets onto it. Because Sancho used to be doing this pass. This would be Sancho at Dortmund to him.
Just arcs his run,
Look,
gets ahead of the
That's his
defender.
signature. That's his signature.
That's where you need the communication from the centre backs. Are you going to pass off? You're going to go with him. Go with him in that case, but you just can't catch him, can you? In that kind of situation, it is somewhat unplayable.
Eriksen.
Who's that getting dirty?
Ericsson, there you go.
Foul, thank you.
No, we're not.
No?
The ref ain't giving us nothing. He ain't giving us much.
It is City again.
One
It's just
pass
relentless.
out,
It literally is relentless. Back out to
Who's
Grealish.
just running on the overlap? That's a madness.
Yeah. Oh, De Bruyne.
Look at this play. Look at this
Ball
football.
back in,
Look
edge
at
of the
this
box.
football.
There you go. Haaland hat
Lord
trick.
Jesus.
You have to give it.
He
to
scored a bloody hat-trick against us,
them.
bro.
Yeah, you gotta give it to them.
Bro, he
they're on
scored a
different
hat-trick
planet.
against us.
They're on a.
He was always going to score a hat
planet.
trick.
Yeah.
We said it at half time. He was always going to
That's
score a hat trick.
3 hat-tricks this season for him in the Premier League, you know that?
Do you see the
piss.
football that they're doing? They're on a different planet. They're on a different planet.
This is why, by the way, I did a show of Faz the other day. He's going, Haaland's not my cup of tea. What cup of tea are you drinking there?
Who said that?
Faz, what cup of tea are you drinking?
Mate,
Literally,
Faz is probably
he gets
drinking
hat tricks
tea
for
from
fun.
Mars.
He's just absolutely taken the piss.
But look at this running from their left back, bro. Look
at this.
Look at that energy. Look at that.
Bang! Look at the passing. Bang!
Cut back.
Look at the football.
But again, in fairness,
it's
you
the
would say
same-
in fairness, you would say it's a cut back again. And if you leave Erling Haaland with that kind of room in the edge in the box on the penalty spot, then he's gonna score.
So what, you
Look
say
at it.
Martinez needs to be touched
Tight
tight
to him. Get to him.
Play the man. At this point,
Because that guy, they've cut the ball back, knowing exactly where he's going to be,
Yeah.
and the defender has to know where the striker's going to be. Obviously, they've played rings round us, but the defending's been shambolic. Absolutely awful.
VAR.
They're checking the goal, possible
beg they
offside.
give it offside.
Rule out.
I beg
Rule
they
out.
give it offside.
VAR.
My man can't be scoring a hat-trick against us. That's just disrespectful, bro.
it looks off to
It's gonna
me.
be onside.
Oh.
This is the annoying thing.
Dad!
This is the annoying thing as well. Like, it just the knife's already in. They just twist it a little bit that offside. Oh, it might be off. No, it's not. Thanks.
Bro, I
They
told
want
you
more.
I was there
They
when
want more. They want more. Let's see. You want more goals. And why
this
not?
is rude.
Man, you said 6-1 earlier on. You were at that game. This could be it, mate. Haaland.
Nah, it could
Haaland
be more.
Get,
It could be
Haaland get
more.
4 or 5. It's only 65 minutes gone.
See, that's the first nice bit of play.
And
Underlap now,
and again-
underlap now. Give him something. Give him a... Oh my God.
And again, the goal we scored was just an unbelievable sort of freak goal. It's insane. Absolutely insane.
5-1.
Do you know this as well? I was going to say this stat before the game. This is what's wild, is Man City have won their last 7 Premier League home games, scoring at least 3 goals each time.
Yeah.
Now, the last team to win 8 straight top flight home games while scoring 3+ goals was Spurs, which was in 1965. This is like stuff that hasn't been done for what?
Go on the
like
outside.
60 years.
Can any of our boys shoot though?
Oh, fuck's sake.
But why didn't he just kick it first time, bruv? He didn't know where he was, did he?
Listen, for me, Sancho needs to have a bit of a mean streak, man. He's too nice. It's too soft
But
for
wait,
me.
if he was onside now, was he onside? Yeah. He should have just kicked it first time. Look where he is. Perfect position.
Yeah.
Innit?
He might have stood.
He was onside, bro.
Yeah, he
Look
was
at these,
onside.
man.
He was onside.
You just kick that in the goal. Why are you trying to bring it down?
City fans doing the Poznan. Honestly.
5-1. 5-1.
Haaland, a hat-trick, bro. He scored...
And I
But
bet
you
he might score again.
But the thing is, these United players, they should have to look at these people doing the Poznan or whatever, and they have to take it. Because if you play like this, you deserve exactly what you're getting. You get what you deserve most of the time in football, and United have got exactly what they deserve today. United, to be honest, haven't even deserved the goal they scored. It's a freak by Anthony. And I understand that City have played very well. They've played excellently, and a couple of their goals have been unplayable. But just the fundamentals of football have not been followed by Manchester United today. And these players, some of them are better than this. That's the frustrating thing. Some of those players are better than this and they haven't showed it. The quality has been awful by Manchester United and they have to be held accountable. Erik ten Hag has to hold some of these players accountable. Rip up the team sheet again. We thought we found the winning formula. We haven't. Rip it up, start again. And again, I understand because some people might push back to me with that and say, well, it's City, you're expected to lose. That's fine, but as we said earlier on, it's the manner in how you've lost today.
Question, you say winning formula, as in like starting 11, strongest team, winning team. City don't have a stronger team or starting 11. They have a way of playing and any player could come in and they'll still be great. So is it not a way of playing for United more so than a starting 11?
But the thing is, like, you look at some of those players in that squad, like, that was the annoying thing, wasn't it, with that starting 11 that we thought was the winning one, that we thought, if we have to bring in this player, we're going to be rubbish. But now, even that starting 11 isn't there.
What, Maguire's got a shout now?
Shall I tell you what it is?
Everyone now in the squad has a shout, because nobody's protected at this point.
That's a pass, boy.
You know?
That's Casemiro. Oof, go on.
Make it
It's
count,
Anthony
though.
once
Make
again.
it count. Make it count, bro. Make it count. Oh!
Well
Why are you
played.
trying to do skills there, though?
Well played. Well, you didn't even get the foul. You're not getting anything.
Bruv.
Not getting anything. You've got to be a City player to get fouls.
I don't know
Well,
why.
it's crazy as well. I mean, how much did we spend in the summer? 200 million?
Yeah,
And we're still.
And this is the
still
thing.
miles
This is
off.
the thing I wanted to say. When you have City have everything, they've got all the boxes ticked. They have great recruitment.
Ooh, that is a high boot, bruv.
Soft. It'll be soft. But yeah, like City have the recruitment side. They've got the football side. They've got it all figured out.
How is that not a high foot, by the way? That is
that's
ridiculous.
definitely a high
He's
foot.
jumped up in the
You got
air
to be a
with his
City
foot.
player to get. You got to be a City player to get something.
Say good defending, but jeez.
Got to be a City player to get something. But yeah.
JK says Haaland took what Faz said personally. I asked Faz before. I've said before, Planet Faz is not in this realm of reality. That Haaland is not his cup of tea. He's got, what did you say, third hat-trick of the season?
Yeah.
In 8 games or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What are you saying, though? Haaland or Mbappe?
Haaland, man.
Literally, Haaland get there. And they're different players, to be honest.
Yeah. You have to take one, though.
I'd have Haaland because goals win games.
What the hell? What
United goes short quarter. Shaw
That is a ball.
gives it to
That is a ball. Go on and
Martinez.
make it count. Make it count. It's all sideways, isn't it?
Well,
all
not even that,
sideways.
like everything, it all looks just completely improvised. You know, like when you're watching,
Improv-
you know,
Oh,
when
yeah,
you're-
they
you know
don't
when you're
have-
watching City, it feels completely choreographed and they know exactly what they're going to
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
Manchester United feel like they're going from pass to pass, trying
Yeah.
to figure out what they're going
Yeah,
to do.
definitely.
There's no strategy. There's
Definitely.
no strategic plan of what they want to do.
The way City score goals, it's always that cutback, but you know what they're going to do.
Nice.
It's so
Look,
well drilled.
go on.
Bruv. And he even had time, bro.
David G says, I'm sorry we've been bumped with these transfers, LOL. Could have had Diaz for 40 million. Be honest, has Sancho been better than Elanga since January? I think Sancho's done okay recently. Today, he's been really poor, I think. A lot of players have been poor today. I think even people like Eriksen's been really poor. I mean, to be fair, I could say every position has been poor.
Every position.
Every position's been poor, you know?
And I was just actually going to talk about our team. If you really think about it, soon we will have to replace Varane in a couple of years. You're going to have to replace Casemiro in a couple of years. Yeah, definitely going to have to replace Ronaldo in a couple of years. So if you think about our transfer strategy, there still isn't any really. These are just stopgaps we just brought in right now.
Well, I think
Eriksen we're going to have to replace.
I suppose ultimately the only positive you can take from today's game is that it is just that one game. You know, it's not not going to define our season. You're onside now, Dallo. Put the ball into box.
Who's in the box? We ain't got no Ronaldo in there. Who's trying to win the ball?
God. This is the most frustrating. Look.
And to be fair, what should be said is our goal difference is actually horrific.
I know.
It's really bad.
-4 right now.
We were on like 0 before this match or something, weren't we?
Watch
It's Haaland once again, the space. They're terrified of him.
Offside,
Free ball.
surely.
Foden. Is he giving it off? Has he got the flag up? They haven't given it.
What, they both got a hat-trick?
Absolutely.
Wait. Hey, can I go? They both got hat-tricks, Foden and Haaland. Like, this is FIFA. Blood, this is not FIFA, you know. United. You get me upset. Wagwan.
6-1.
6-1!
Oh my God. This is pain. This level of pain.
Oh, so onside.
Yeah, he's onside.
He's so onside. We're making Phil Foden look like...
I tell you what, as well, stop looking to the lines and put a hand up going, oh, he's offside. You're rubbish. That's what it is. It's crap. You can't have a defensive line at all. They were just standing around with their hands up in the air. Haaland's got all the time in the world. Foden
Lindelof didn't even have a clue he was there.
It's awful. Absolutely awful.
I'll tell you what, yeah, and I'm not even exaggerating. If City want to go and score 10, they can go and score 10 right now. Legit, they can score 10 right now.
Or did that ball go out?
It went out of play. That is out of play.
Oh, it is.
I think it actually is out of play. It actually might be out of play.
No, they're giving it.
I'm not even going to get shitty of VAR because what's the point?
Yeah. Do you know what?
What's the point?
Can I tell you something? Yeah.
Honestly,
I am a peaceful guy. I'm not going to allow United. I'm not going to allow this game to frustrate me, innit? I don't care. I've switched off. I have switched off. I switched off.
And now they're bringing on 4 players. Like, honest, but again, this is my point. Like, you can't lose 6-1 and then be like, oh, City were just really, really good. City played well, but you don't lose 6-1 because if you play well, you just don't. You don't. It's horrific. And as a group of
players,
at
him, Blair. Man's got a hat trick.
A group of
it's
players.
His first career hat trick.
A group of players. They should be embarrassed. Absolutely embarrassed. Shambolic.
Thing is, don't put Ronaldo on. Don't shame him like that.
They've let as a group of players, they've let the fans down. They've let the manager down. I don't even know if I blame the manager. Today, honestly,
because you can't blame Ten Hag.
Because would you look at him?
What can you do?
What can you say? Ten Hag can't pass the ball for some of these players, you know, and they've got to have accountability.
Jack Grealish, 9 out of 10.
I'm sure.
De Bruyne, 9 out of 10. Haaland, 10 out of 10. Foden, 10 out of 10. All their players have just played different. And you know, when you play against these teams, you have to step it up. We've just not stepped it up.
Another thing as well, for the type of wing, I'm just going to mention the wingers. The type of wingers that United want to play with are the Rashford-esques that are going to stretch teams. We are playing with 2 wingers who are very talented, but they play in front of the defense. They want to be intricate. We need you need to recruit the right type of wingers for your team. We've got the wrong wingers. Honestly, for the way we want to play, we've got the wrong wingers. Because that's not how we want to play. We want to play very direct.
Nate H with a super chat says, Sancho is not that good, let's be honest. Jolyon Flex Scott, my favourite name, says, the tactics were naive. This game required a double pivot. Leaving Scotty back there alone was naive. Starting Fred Casemiro and Scott would have been better. Nate H says we flat out need better players, and Zayn Miasi with a super sticker. I've got nothing to say, Zayn. I've got nothing to say. I can't even say anything to you because what am I supposed to say? My team's losing 6-1. We're rubbish. We've been awful. I'm getting flashbacks to last season all over again, and it's worse. DJ, it's worse. It's worse than last season. Oh my goodness.
Oh my days.
And honestly, this could be anything. Haaland on the attack here. You cannot rule out 7 or 8. You cannot rule it out. There's still 15 minutes to go. Probably a bit longer of injury time.
Do you know what though? I mean, it sounds all good now if we said, should have been Fred, McTominay, Casemiro. But if we start with that team, you might have been a bit like, where's Eriksen, where's Fernandes?
Hindsight's always 2020 though, innit? But
Troy with a super chat says, Owen and team, we've only dropped 3 points. ... Troy, you can't say that though. I know it's factually accurate. I know it's one game, but this is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. This thing is, it's one game, but this is a game that will get played for the next 50, 100 years. Remember that time United came to the Etihad and we beat them 6-1 and they were rubbish just after they spent over 200 million in the summer. Just after they went however many games unbeaten in the league and they thought they were all that again. That's what it is. I know it's one game, but it's the manner of this. It's just the gulf in class, quality, ability, aggression, passion, you name it.
it's crazy
City are
because
miles ahead.
It is like no matter what we do.
And also, sorry to interrupt, if we'd have played Bournemouth today and played like this, we'd have lost 4 or 5-0.
Yeah.
We've been that bad. That's why, City have been This is what happens when you play a good team and you play terrible. You get exposed like this. You get embarrassed.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, it seems no matter what United do, you spend 200 million. But again, if you really want to look at how that 200 million was spent.
Well, I hear you, but I hear that. Don't know if
City get 200 million, they win the league.
No,
That's the difference.
We was never in a position to spend 200 million to take to that level. We was too far off. Do you know what I mean?
We spent 200 million to get us to the point where we could lose
top 4.
to get us to the point where we could lose 6-1 to Man City.
I mean, that's normal. They've been doing that for years. They've been doing that for years. But question for you. The fact that Ten Hag started with the team that he started with, surely Ten Hag's thought, these guys are good enough to go out there,
of course,
and get a performance, get a result, right?
Well, they should be.
Is that not naive?
They should be though. I don't think that we saw that starting 11, and I know hindsight's a wonderful thing, but we saw that. We went, that's all right.
Yeah, that's all right.
That team was good enough to beat Arsenal and Liverpool, But it's all dependent. What has Ten Hag said in the interviews, in the media, and the press conferences he's done? The basic rule is you always give 100%. That is the minimum. Those are the rules. You give 100%, you give 110%. That's it. And the players haven't lived up to those rules today, because you cannot tell me they have given it 110%. They haven't, because you don't lose 6-1 if you've given it everything.
And any game plan that Ten Hag had told his players is literally gone out the window, because everything is improv at the moment. This isn't. You've seen in the last games we've actually played with a system. You can see it. Today, that system's gone.
Or we've played with, aggression.
Eriksen, mate.
When we played that game against Liverpool, right, that we watched, whatever, we saw a team they were up for it, aggression. Same with the Arsenal, we saw a team they were up for it. Arsenal were a better team, they are a better team than us, but they were a better team that day than us, but we wanted it more. We fought harder. They haven't done that today. This United team didn't want it. They did not want the win today. That's it. And it's embarrassing. DJ G says, City aren't beating us, they're retiring us. Nate H says, McTominay isn't a 6 and can't defend, dumb. G3 Mini says, this is a massive learning curve, we need patience. And Troy Superstar's back, says, Owen and team agreed. Terrible game, hurts to watch, it's hurting, enduring it. We are winning the league. After we win the league, this will all not matter. Troy. I'm telling you, Troy's on one today. But they are absolutely toying with us, City, at the moment.
It's like we're playing a video game and you're playing the boss. The final level. You get to the final level and you just get smashed.
When you're playing online at FIFA.
Hey ref, go on. But you don't. No?
So you're playing online on FIFA, but you don't want to quit because you don't want to ruin your DNF percentage.
Yeah.
That's just about it. But you just leave the controller on there. You go, I'm not playing. I'll wait till it's over. That's it.
What is this defeat going to do for, the mental of the team?
Do you know what? I always say, and people say, the saying of...
Look at Haaland, watch him.
You take it
It's got so much space in between those, in between Lindelof and Dalot. And look how much space that 80 has as well. Dalot's just had a look there, coming back post.
You take an L, but it's a lesson learned more so than a loss. Of course, this is a loss, but it's a bloody lesson learned. Maybe we was getting a bit carried away.
Flicks and tricks there. Good tackle. Let's get back. Does Casemiro look like he's about 45 playing in a flipping testimonial right now? That's what he looks like to me. He's so slow and lumbersome.
Game Fanatic says, thank God CR7 isn't playing or else he'd be blamed. Can't blame Ronaldo today, can you? Nate H says, Troy is actually Zane's burner account. And Kizza says, we were paralysed for minute 1. Too much respect for City.
Yep.
I would agree with that. I think too much respect, no aggression. You could have watched United again in that first 60 seconds and gone, they are not up for it today. Yeah. They look. We said it, didn't we?
Isn't that mad how you can decipher that from a minute?
See, that quickly, it was literally there. They don't fancy it. They are well off it. They look scared.
So if we could see it, do the players not know it, do you reckon?
Thing is, we look like we believe the hype. It's like we believe the hype that City are this great team. And even if you know that as a player, you'd want to be like, I want to get at them. I want to prove that that's not right. But there's been no fight. We've just rolled over today, 6-1. Still could be 7.
Troy's back. It says, Owen and team, are you saying that City will beat Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Tottenham? Relax. This is a game of elimination. They will help us. Relax. Still saying that we're going to win the league, Troy.
Well,
Troy, you've got a lot of money. More money than sense. I think that's the phrase. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the optimism. But, read the room. Oh, man. This is... It's a tough one. It's a tough one to take. And it's just, it's bad. It's really, really bad.
Look at that.
And I wonder,
winning the second.
I really do wonder, what does Ten Hag say after the game? What can he say after the game?
Sometimes silence is more powerful.
Because again, some of the defending in this game has been appalling.
It's one of them ones where
atrocious.
Don't say nothing. They will get a text when they get home. In tomorrow, 6 a.m.
Yeah.
6 a.m. Do you know what I mean? We're doing a triathlon.
And then the thing is as well, you do all of that work throughout the week. You prepare and you build up some momentum in your previous games, all for your players not to really run or really put in that much effort. And again, get outclassed. But
it's a ball.
But that's the first good ball he's done.
He's gonna get it.
It's the first good ball he's done all game.
I mean,
it's the first one he's done under pressure.
We were playing meant to be playing on the counter attack.
Go on, Fred.
It's Fred. Good save.
I don't even know where to clap. I don't even know where to clap on that.
But do you know what? Do you know why he scores? Because he's a number 9. He was in the right place.
But you know what it is? Fred, energy.
Yeah, energy.
Energy.
I know,
Getting in the
100%.
box. Try and get in, you know what I mean? Getting into the final third. Look, because he does it, under
and that's probably a reason why you start Fred.
Under that run.
And not even that, you would say the goal also starts from Eriksen actually being able to actually complete a crossfield pass.
Eriksen done the thing that he should be doing.
Did the whole game, yeah.
We had a number 9 in there, because if that was Rashford on the pitch now, he wouldn't be there. We can all bank on that, right? No, I'm not blaming him, but just people doing their job, man.
And that's the annoying thing as well, isn't it? You see that and you go, well, where was that? Where was that? It's basics.
Next game, we'll see some changes. We'll see a lot.
And which is, it's actually quite nice to see changes because we've got a big squad. Utilise it.
Yeah.
Next Premier League game we're talking.
And you would go, Martial back in, scores a goal immediately.
Yeah.
If he can stay fit for the rest of the season, granted, we're not winning this game, but, hopefully he can score goals.
Look at this gap there. Look at that gap. Look at that gap.
By the way, actually, what is going on with our midfield?
Whoa! The love, man.
Honestly, what is going on with our midfield? There isn't there. It's not there.
Where's Casemiro? He's trailing behind the 45-year-old.
Honestly, I'm going to say this from the bottom of my heart. I would rather see us bring in players like Zidane, Iqbal, new players into this midfield that are going to have energy, a bit of youth on their side, going to be athletic and play. Honestly, we might as well just do that because Casemiro's come in from the cold. He hasn't literally ripped up any trees at the moment. McTominay is McTominay. There needs to be something new in the midfield. We need an injection of something brand new. All of this zonal marking, I'm tired of it. Just mark the man.
I don't get that. Marking, innit?
Honestly, I would rather mark the man.
100%.
Mark the man. Just mark the man.
To be fair, Pep was probably sitting there thinking, how have we conceded 2 goals? How? United have had 2 attacks and score.
Put it this way, if you go to the Etihad, and you score 2 goals.
Yeah, you've been
You're
like,
thinking, right, you've done well, you're probably going to win.
Yeah.
Look at the score.
Just forgot that you conceded 6.
Yeah, mate.
It's wild.
But I mean, people like Fred, it's easy to say now, but... Make it count.
Anthony.
Make it count.
You got to
I'll
cut
take
across. You got to
6-3.
cut across. You got to
Make
go
it
to the
count. What was that? What was that?
Man.
No, what do you mean? Yes, I was saying to...
I can't lie.
What was that?
Do you know what? There's a certain player, I won't mention his name, that used to play for Man United.
Yeah.
If that was him,
Who?
you know
You saying
who.
Ronaldo?
No.
Right?
You know who.
Hey,
Left
listen.
or right, you can shoot left or right.
Yeah.
That much space, that much time, always certainly a goal.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
You know, yeah. Always certainly
Listen,
a
he
goal.
was our best finisher, bro. And should say, talking of that, what go on for him? You don't even know.
He's disqualified, mate.
Swear.
He's disqualified.
Still
For me,
getting paid.
anyway, he's disqualified, mate. Should never play again.
What you doing?
What?
Casemiro, that's your boy.
Man.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know.
6-2. Oh.
So it's better than 6-1. Now, do you know what? You asked earlier, I do think it's a lesson learned because we was doing well, boom, boom, boom. We realised that we're off City.
Look,
But hopefully
I just
we can
want
just
to
come
know.
back stronger.
Look, there's a couple of questions as a United fan I've always wanted to know. One was, why didn't Donny play it under Solskjaer? Remember I said that was what I really wanted to know. And 2,
Why is he not playing?
I really want to know why the hell Eriksen was on Haaland for the set pieces.
Oh, Casemiro. The thing is with Casemiro, and this is the discussion point that Flex and I were having before, like, his actual passing is really bad. It is.
Well, where's the McTominay's?
Well, today everyone's been bad, haven't they? But Casemiro does that a lot. He does that a lot where you think simple pass, you go, geez. But McTominay's done the same. It's just, it's awful. Really bad. And to be fair, I know Casemiro is coming in out of the cold, coming on, and he's coming into a poor game, but I don't think he played particularly well. Nobody has. That's a foul throw from Dallas.
Yeah, very much. And we think we even have a chance of getting a Bellingham because I heard United still retain it.
Yeah, can you imagine?
That's a pipe dream.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Ball over the top, offside. That's what I mean. You're right, DJ. When you talk about like attracting the big players, you would see games like
You don't
today and be
think
like,
Bellingham-
why would I join United?
Listen, you don't think Bellingham has Haaland's number and they talk normally. They play FIFA together like they're friends. You don't think Bellingham's
he's got
like, yo, you
Sancho's
lot
number 2, bro.
Oh, you lot destroyed
Your
United.
DJ's got Sancho's number 2.
Yeah, he's not picking up the phone.
No,
Sancho.
sure.
Nah.
Sancho's thinking, right, why am I getting Ed?
This is so easy for them. Look at that.
Do you know, I do like Fred though, man. But I just,
Yeah, he's a player that had to, come out of the first 11. But again, let's be completely honest. We like him because he has energy, but apart from that, in terms of quality, if we're ever going to get to that top level...
Good pass there by Fred. Is Casemiro has a shot. Decent save by Edison. To be fair, it came from Fred, who you're right, has since he came on, actually done alright.
But Fred done it against Arsenal. When Fred come on against Arsenal,
But this is the annoying thing. But you know for a fact, like if Fred started today, he'd have been rubbish.
Yeah, he'd be rubbish.
And you go, wow.
Got to Shaw? No?
Bruno.
No.
take Bruno. Why are you taking so long?
Wow, I want a penalty.
Yes.
Is he giving a penalty?
Come on.
Come on.
That's a penalty. No, it's not a penalty.
Yeah,
is
it
it?
is.
He's giving a penalty.
It's a penalty.
Come on.
We're back
But you
in
know
it.
what? 6-3.
We're back in it.
Is better.
You say 5 minutes added on.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, have they had a penalty yet? They haven't, have they?
I'm not sure it's a pen, by the way.
Don't know. I'm taking
That
it.
is
I'm
soft
taking it.
as
Don't go
shit.
to VAR. Fernandes is lucky.
Yeah, that's in the box.
Yeah, he
it's
didn't
in
get a
the
ball.
box, isn't it?
Penalty.
Bro,
I'll take it. I'll take it.
do we score though?
They'll
check
check
it.
they'll
Nah,
check
it won't be.
I don't know if they'll give that. That is really soft.
It is in the
Give
box.
me it, man. I want it.
It's in the box. It's in the box, but it's soft as anything.
Who takes it? Fernandes or Martial?
Martial.
Martial.
Give it to
He
Martial.
won it. He won it.
Yeah, build him
Get
up.
two.
Hey, what we're saying? 6-3 is like losing 3-0, yeah?
Oh, you
What
can't
you
overlook
saying?
it. You can't overlook it,
He hasn't
Louis.
even scored it yet.
Can't
He ain't scored it
overlook
yet.
Exactly.
Knowing our luck.
Like if you score, I'm going. Yeah?
Knowing our luck. Watch.
Where you going? Bottom left, bottom right, top?
Oh, I'll tell you what,
Martial's cool.
that's an outrageous penalty by Anthony Martial.
Martial's a
That
cool
is
guy.
even Edison patted him on the back and went, fair play. That is an unbelievable
goals.
penalty.
So Ronaldo's sitting there, vein in the neck.
Look at this. That is and honestly, that is, you cannot get
Cool
a
as
better
a
penalty than
cucumber.
that.
Look at
that. That's a
I'm gonna
penalty.
tell you something.
Roof of the net, top corner.
I wish
That
I could
is
quote who, yeah, but
outrageous.
a few seasons back they were saying that Martial is the most techie in training. He just didn't have that fight, but technically wise,
He's got the Louis Saha syndrome.
it's-
Can't ever stay fit.
It's 6-3. Manchester City 6, Manchester United 3. Martial starts. I don't think Martial should start in the Europa League, but Martial starts against Everton. He has to.
So this second half's 3-3. We've got a draw.
I'll take a 6-4. guys.
3-2,
about
actually,
this?
isn't it? Because they were
What
4
about
up
this?
at half time.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll take a 6-4.
Yeah.
I'll
I'll take a 6-7, DJ.
take a 6-4.
Oh, honestly. I mean, look, you would argue that United have scored 3 goals in the second half,
Oh my.
so that's a bit better.
Wow, I love that. No, but where was this football before?
It's because we got space. That's why.
Yeah, because the game's nearly over.
I've only got 2 minutes though. Only got 2 minutes.
That would be the positive, I suppose, to take out of the second half is that we
Bruno, man. What the?
They don't talk about Bruno.
we were still rubbish, but second half he scored 3 goals at the Etihad. That can't be sniffed
So
at.
would Ten Hag be happy?
No, not overall. He'll still be absolutely furious. That first half performance was awful, and at points in the second half, remember it was 6-1, so it was still really bad. If anything, I think the thing that Pep would be annoyed about is that, again, how do we concede 3 goals? That's alarming. Because I think their title opponents, say Arsenal or whoever, will look at City today and say, yeah, they were unbelievable, but they can be got at. They can concede goals.
It's done. Game's done.
I mean, second time this season for them, they've conceded 3, I think, isn't it? They conceded 3 against Newcastle.
Newcastle.
Yep, it's over.
And there you go, it's full time.
9
Full time at
goals.
the Etihad. Manchester City 6, Manchester United 3, a 9-goal game. To be honest, 6-3, I mean, it probably flatters United, actually, when you think about it. A difference of 3 goals probably does flatter United
City
in
stopped
that
playing.
one.
They stopped playing.
Do you think that's it?
I think they stopped playing.
Do you think they stopped playing?
Remember, they put a bunch of their kids on. They stopped playing.
That is
Yeah,
true.
and they made 4 subs at once.
Yeah. How would you think Eric Ten Hag says, DJ?
I think he's going to be pissed off. He's going to be really pissed off. And let's not be. If they've got a break due for the end of this game, I reckon he calls them in again. Because at the end of the day, we've got to rally the troops. That win, 6-3, as you said, it flatters us a little bit, but it's the long-term damage mentally, what that's going to do to this team. Now,
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing. He's got to pick these players up. Why was there no effort? We've got to really investigate that. Why was there no effort? Where was all that aggression that we had for the last few games? It's gone, completely disappeared. So more work to do for the boss, but just miles off it. We're miles off it.
Louis, where do you think Ten Hag goes from here? Doesn't look too happy walking off the pitch. To get him back in tomorrow again, extra run in.
I would.
I think, what club was it? Is it PSG looking for a new manager? He gets them back in tomorrow and just work hard again. We just need that same fight that we had against the Arsenals, Liverpools, Leicester, because that was missing from minute 1. When you said about from the first 60 seconds, you could see that the team wasn't up for it. That's
Goal
serious.
difference -3. That is
deep.
disgusting.
I guess the positive thing you can look at is, look, 6th in the table, still got a game in hand. If you win your game in hand, you're probably going to get in the top 4 still. It's not that United's season's over. The biggest disappointment is that it is just a massive reality check in that we're way off it. This team and this group of players are still incredibly fragile. The issue I have is with saying that they're fragile is that these are professional footballers on a lot of money, and some of those players that have came into that side, we've got 5 first-team starters that we've brought in, and we're still fragile. So where is that stemming from? Where is that mentality not coming from? Why are we still like this? And granted, Erling Haaland today, he's outrageous. He's difficult to defend against, especially when you've got the service of people like De Bruyne giving him opportunities to get hat-tricks. But defensively, we were awful. Yeah. And you can break down those parts of the game. Defensively, we were awful. The want and the aggression isn't there for a derby. I hate when people say, back in the day, but back in the day, when you have Roy Keane playing, or even 5 years ago, wherever it is, when you're in a derby, minute one, you have to be right at them, right at them. You cannot stand off a team in a Manchester derby like they did. You can't give players space like they have. And when you do get an opportunity, when they make a mistake or you get the ball, your pass has to be perfect. And if it's not perfect, it has to be at least okay. We couldn't complete a pass. No. That first half performance was textbook of what not to do in not just a derby, in any game. If you'd have played like that against Bournemouth in the first half, you'd still be 3 or 4-0 down. It was that poor. And I suppose, DJ, it's just a case of like, what does Ten Hag learn? What does Ten Hag learn from that group of players?
I think he's learned what we've kind of all known. I think, for the most part, he's managed to pick these players up and, they've shown a better account of themselves. But the reality is, we still have these bad habits. We still have these this mentality issue, especially when it looks like the boys actually really respected City. We respected them too much. We literally respected them too much. We played like we was afraid. We couldn't even keep the ball under control within the first seconds of the game. 90 seconds in, Dalot gets a yellow card, so that sets the precedent now for the rest of the game. And just bad pass after bad pass, even from our most technical players, i.e. Eriksen. This is his worst game for United.
100%.
And I'm not just blaming it on Eriksen. I thought the whole team was terrible. Sancho, ineffective. Anthony, largely ineffective until his goal. Rashford, he's just coming back, so I can't really blame him. It's just a really bad day at the office, and he's going to have to pick these guys up. We have a game midweek. We've got a game?
Thursday,
Thursday. So, he has to pick these players up. Well. But I think in the Premier League, this can't happen again this season. We're going to lose games this season, but that can't happen again. In that manner that we lost, that cannot happen again. And I think he needs to draw the line. And I think the next starting 11 for the Premier League is going to be definitely different.
Yeah,
massively different.
And we compared it to, again, before the game, like when we beat Arsenal, and some Arsenal fans came out of that game saying, I know we lost 3-1 or whatever, but actually we played all right, and I feel like we're going to be okay going forward. And that's the difference. Today we've lost a game, in the manner that we've lost it, you come out of it going, I have no idea how we're going to react to that. That group of players, they're shot of confidence anyway. That was poor. What are the positives? Louis, what other positives can you take out of that?
You're asking me tough questions. What are the bloody positives?
3 goals. Martial comes back on scores.
Yeah, Martial coming on and scoring. I think that is the only positive. That's the positive. It is the only positive. Do you know what? But one thing I do always say is sometimes it's good to get beat. Because then it makes you go, okay, cool, this is where we're at.
But we've had that beating already.
Yeah,
I know we have. We've
had that.
We've had it already, but it's happened again because we was on a winning streak. If we beat Man City, if we had beaten Man City today, no doubt we would be like, yeah, look, we can win the Premier League.
That's so true.
I would be saying that. And I know a lot of fans
said
would.
that.
Nah, listen, I think we played a top team, the best team in England. We got dealt with. So again, it's like telling us, all right, cool, we're here. Okay, boom, boom, boom. And he'll make changes because, to be honest, I do want to see Casemiro and other players in the starting lineup, or at least him switching it up.
So do I, but then Casemiro came on and he was awful.
Yeah.
He was
and that's why he hasn't played.
I think, again, the positive would be Martial came on, got 2, and you did see somewhat of a difference of, that's what happens when you've got a striker. A striker playing, that's great. I think defensively, really poor again, and that is surprising considering that
how good
that unit, that back 4 unit just got ripped apart so quickly. I think you could argue they had no protection from a midfield. Midfield might as well not have been playing. They were not there at points defensively and going forward. If you're going to play on the counter-attack and your counter-attacks are going to be win the ball back, 2 or 3 passes, one of them's a switch to get to a winger, then of course that pass has to be right. And they couldn't do that. They literally could not pass the ball in that first half. It was, you can't even really describe it, how bad that was in the first half. And again, it goes back to, does Erik Ten Hag shift the system once again? Because he was playing the system he was playing at Ajax, playing out from the back, trying to play total football. Didn't work for 2 games, scrapped it, started again. Played counter-attacking football. But today, counter-attacking football didn't work. So what does he do now? Do you think, DJ, he just looks at it and says, you know what, it was City, it has been working for us, we'll stick with what has kind of been working for us and just move on from one bad game, basically?
That's a very good question. I think, well, I'm not the manager. It's not my job. But
nice skirting that responsibility there, DJ.
Yeah, it's not. But what I will say is, Martial is a big plus. Big plus. That is the one positive thing I'll take from the game. And I think at this moment in time, he's going to have to go back to the drawing board. And I think it really is that midfield that he has to look at. As you said, the defence, our defenders, they're a good unit. We came up against a City side that's unstoppable, but they are a good unit. But are they being protected in front? Because there's only so much a defence can do against a City attack.
There's only so much McTominay
Do you know what I mean? So he's going to have to look at key players, i.e. the McTominays, the Casemiros. Maybe you bring Fred back in to bring a bit more energy. There needs to be a change. I think certain players have to be dropped after this game. Because if he's going to continue in the pattern in how he's been playing, players get played by merit. So there's players that have had stinkers, but that midfield is a problem because Casemiro's had a stinker. I think McTominay, largely again ineffective, didn't really do much.
Yeah.
Gave the ball away. Even Sancho, maybe Sancho has to sit on the bench for the next couple of games. Another positive I'll say is actually, up until his goal, Anthony was largely ineffective, but then he came alive a little bit. Do you know what I mean? There was a little bit of confidence there. So maybe you say, you know what, you stay on for the next game, but maybe you bring Rashford on the left, Martial up top, so it'll be Rashford, Martial, Anthony next game.
Yeah.
And in the middle of the park, maybe you make it, maybe Eriksen has to maybe sit out. You put maybe Fred.
Well, maybe
Casemiro,
the positive also is just a case of we don't get too carried away with ourselves. We do say, I'll tell you what, if we manage to get 4th for the season, that's a really good season, and we can try and build from there. That should still be almost irrespective of this result today. The goalpost shouldn't shift.
Yeah.
We were saying before the season started, wouldn't we? I'll tell you what, if we get in the top 4, if we got 4th, that would be unbelievable.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of money. We won a couple of games, and we thought, well, maybe we can get a little bit higher than 4th. Now it should be no.
But you know what?
We aim for 4th. That's it.
And that whole thing of, we could do more, I don't think we're deluded. We're Manchester United and we're used to being at the top. And no doubt we have the players on paper that are used to being at the top of their game or have the ability to. So that's why we are like,
do you know what I think though? If you really take a deep look at this United team, I think, you know when they say, because I hear some of the pundits will say, United have got World Cup winners and blah, blah, blah in the team, and sounds good. But if you really, really want to look at it, Varane's aging. Still an amazing player, but he's aging. Casemiro's aging.
How old are they?
Well, Casemiro's 30.
Okay.
Eriksen's 30 as well.
Okay, how old's De Bruyne? 31. How old's Van Dijk? 31. Like, there's loads of players in the Premier League at their peak and they're in their 30s. I don't think 30 is old.
But we're getting players that are on the other side. We're literally getting players on the down.
Because, Varane in the City team or Casemiro in the City team, Ronaldo, it depends what team you're in, because you said it on the down because they're in a team that's not functioning. Them in a team that's functioning, they're still on the up. If Casemiro is still at Real Madrid now, you're not saying a bad word about him.
But that's the thing, it's because of the players that he had around him. He had younger guys around him. Obviously, no, he didn't have younger guys around him because Modric and that, but that was an established midfield and the quality was there. Yeah. So they've been playing together for seasons and seasons and seasons. I just think United with their transfer strategy, they just need to be a bit more smart. Yeah. We need players on the up. We need players that are in between, 23, 25, that little space there, or even maybe slightly younger. Getting in Casemiro, who's clearly over the hill, the pundits will say it's Casemiro, great. But if we're really honest with ourselves, this is the Premier League. Look, Casemiro came in, couldn't do nothing. Do you know what I mean? Ronaldo, as great as he is, we brought him back. He scored a couple goals last season, but right now he's not doing nothing because they're players that are on the other side of the hill. So, we got slaughtered today. It's probably gonna happen again because it's again the same group of players.
Unbeaten in all 14 Manchester derbies. Unbeaten.
Yeah.
It's a different era right now.
Different era
Yeah, and what must he think when he's watching that? What do you think he thinks?
He has to remain professional because he's on Sky. But I guarantee there's a part of him that would love to go in that dressing room and absolutely just
100%.
Just be a lunatic and go nuts.
From going unbeaten to, that's a stretch of maybe 8 to 10 years playing Man City, to now, for the last 10 years, getting beaten every game.
And you saw the shots of Fergie. It's sad. It hurts. It hurts us as fans. It hurts. You see him in the stands and they pan to him because they're a bit for effect. Yeah, City, 6-1 or whatever it was at the time. And he just looks so defeated. All his great work just...
I've said it. I mean, it's been a long period for United now, but every team has their 4 or 5 years, then they've got to refresh. But it's been a bit longer. But
they have their... always be a handicap for us. Until that changes, you know, it's going to be uphill.
Let's get to these super chats.
Yep.
Nicholas Black says, my team have sold Haaland and they still lose to City to 1 goal. Condolences. Obviously a Dortmund fan there. DJG says, Erik ten Hag was obsessed with Frankie de Jong. Does Frankie de Jong change this midfield? I don't know.
A little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
A little bit.
Amanor says, Owen, will there be a fan forum tonight? There will be fan views coming up. Obviously, Flex will be outside the Etihad for his sins. We'll get reaction here from the studio as well. Scars says, unpopular opinion, but this game needed Aaron Wan-Bissaka instead of Dalot. He's been good, but he simply can't defend. Martial has to start. Interesting. Martial, Wan-Bissaka, sorry, DJ, in this starting 11, you having that?
Nah. I know what they mean, but nah. Not for me.
Game Fanatic says, thoughts on the Varane injury? Are we screwed? Well, we don't know how severe it is, we must say. It could have been just a precaution thing of, and it did look nasty on the replay. His ankle twisted all the way around the wrong way. One of those nasty ones. Hopefully it's just a case of maybe he just rolled it a little bit, but he's not going to play on Thursday anyway, and maybe it was just a case of Ten Hag thinking that, you know what, the game's gone, we'll try and protect him. But look, if he is out of action going forward, then that's a concern. Sam says, guys, we move. It's as simple as that. Only delusional fans expected something other than a battering from Man City today. On to the next one. Glory, glory, Man United. I wouldn't say maybe delusional fans expected something from City today, from United playing City today. I think we came into this game thinking there was something maybe to be gotten. Maybe it's just a reality check for everyone involved, right? We're not at the level. And to play against City, when they're playing like this, you have to be up for it. And we were not up for it. X4 Studios says, what the hell is he yapping about dropping players? It's City. Getting shade. One of you guys, whoever's saying about dropping players. I think you could drop players. I think you could drop players from today. If he played the same starting 11,
you'd be questioning.
You'd say, why? Why? What did you see?
There needs to be changes. And I think, you know, going through a season with a team that's so up and down like us, we're going to be changing the starting 11 maybe after 4 games, 3 games here, 4 games here. You're going to change 1 or 2 players. Not wholesale changes, but 1 or 2 players. That's just football. That's just the nature of football.
You don't play the same starting 11 after losing 6-3.
Well, I didn't even, not at all. Yeah, put the effort in.
Not at all. I don't care if it's City. It could be anybody.
Yeah. Lawrence says, I feel like players are saving themselves for the World Cup. Too many times they had the chance to slide tackle and they didn't. Rashford and Sancho poor. Look, when it comes to the World Cup thing, that is going to be a thing. People saving themselves and getting worried about injuries. But I wouldn't say that was all the United team. I just think they just weren't good enough. We've seen that from United way before the World Cup. We saw it last season and there was no major tournament on the horizon. I think we've just seen a group of players that the slightest bit of adversity just crumble into nothingness. And that's what we saw today. Troy's back, says, Owen and team, we won the second half 3-2, winning the league. Bless you, Troy. And X-Fool says, this guy is too emotional right now. He's not thinking straight. City with Haaland is the best team in the league. Calm down, guy.
Guy has a name.
Yeah, DJ.
It's DJ.
DJ talks.
But what I will say is...
Do you think we are being too overreactive?
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
Do you know what it is? Based on the first half, no. Second half, if we just saw that, I would be like, oh. Do you know what I mean? This isn't bad, but now the first half was just so
You can't
bad.
overlook it, can you? Exactly.
You can't.
Even the 3 goals, whilst it's great we scored 3 goals, and you go score 3 goals at the Etihad, but you could argue, well, City clearly took their foot off the gas.
Yeah.
They were 6-1 up.
Yeah.
The goal from Anthony is an outrageous wonder goal.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we weren't playing 0-0 against City and we were absolutely, you know, going at them. It was City took their foot off the gas. That is what it is. But there you go, guys. Be sure to smash a like on the like button. Be sure to subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Remember, you can vote for us in the Football Content Awards. Links are in the video description below. It's also the pinned comment in the live chat. Voting closes in 7 days' time, so you've got a week to get your votes in, to get them in now, as many as possible. If we could win an award after just being around for like 18 months, something like that, that would be insane. So be sure to vote for us. You can also join the UV Members Club too by clicking the link in the video description. You get your badges, you get your emojis, and your exclusive members-only content. A defeat for Manchester United in the derby today, but a busy October ahead. We've got 8 more games in something like less than 30 days. It's insane. It's a busy schedule ahead. So now is the time to subscribe. We'll guide you through all of it. We're out of here. Have a good one, and we'll speak for you again soon. Peace.